Hey guys, Tales of Turam here with another side story session or interlude session, as we like to call them. I am here today with two members of the cast of Draconia. I'm here today with Chiron, who is playing Moria,
Hello.
and V, who is playing Okrin.
Doodle.
Now, last time on Tales of Turam, the party, having traveled along the Starbreaker, fought against the terror of the skies of Marstethith, bringing it to its knees and causing it to flee from the vessel they ride upon. After participating in a festival, the party was then... what was it again? Sorry. The party then had a little bit of a thing where we did a side session. And in that side session, Moria, Okrin, Gesh, and Iotis, who had met a new friend named Kristoff, who stayed below deck. Actually, before that, they had freed some slaves, but that doesn't really matter. But the four of them identified some items, spoke to the captain, mind melded with him. And then a strange occurrence happened where the crystals on the ship that power its flight hummed as they went through a wormhole in space and saw a glimpse of eminence, wherein they heard a voice speaking of the greater will. And when they came out, messages had piled up in their mind from the sending spell. Seemingly, months had passed since they had entered into that tunnel. Moria responded to the King of Darath, who said, "Do not worry, I will find you," and appeared on his sailing sky ship next to the ship itself. Moria then created an arcane gate to allow the party onto the ship, wherein Strectus asked for her books to take a look at them. She handed them over willingly, including one she should not have handed over willingly, in which the king read into the demiplane book and failed his saving throw, being drained and sucked really good into the book, almost as good as the Shattered World Maria. Anyways, we'll get to that later. We also had a few other sessions past that, which I'm going to call the Shattered World because that will be a different timeline. Really raunchy shit that I'm going to completely abandon and say that was some other shit, and say that we have ended here with Serectus, and get back to going from there specifically. So, with that, do you have your characters prepared?
Yeah,
Double check and make sure the sheet is open. Where is it?
I have my character sheet.
Wrong character. Hang on. Here we go. I got him.
You good?
Very nice.
Alright. So, do you guys want to go with speaking with Serectus, or do you want to go for a fun teleport?
I feel like we should speak with him, please.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, that way we can, not fucking die again.
Okay. So, Moria has just cast a mass suggestion, taken 30 points of piercing damage as one of the large warriors has not yielded to her mass suggestion. The Sky Sailor has fired cannonballs at the Starbreaker, and the Starbreaker seems to be preparing its cannons to fire back. At this point, in this tense moment, what are you both doing? Actually, I'll say as you grow, Okrin, the large guy gets, just give me 1 second, gets off the ship. Yeah. As he gets flung off the ship. Now, with no one else moving around, except for one other of these big guys coming up from below deck, what are you all doing?
I'm gonna cast sending to the captain of the Starbreaker. Because I doubt he can hear me. Command your men to stand down. Misunderstanding. I've gotten these guys to stop. Undead forces notwithstanding.
You do not know they're undead.
Oh, I couldn't sense them?
No. Not your character.
Okay. So scratch that undead forces. Got their men to stop. Vague misunderstanding. Going to fix it. Hold your crew 5 minutes, please.
All right. That's all you get. You see, the cannons are all pointed, and they are primed to fire back if fired upon again.
Okay.
All right.
At this point, the second big guy is starting to come up the ladder. What are you guys doing?
Grenade, you may toss him at your leisure, but after that, we should really get the king out of this book.
Indeed.
The book is
I mean,
buckling heavily and shaking.
so as the guy gets, within my range, I am going to rage, and I need him to make a strength save.
Okay. What is your range?
It would be a 10-foot range because my range extends by 5 feet when I rage.
So as you both get into each other's range, he will make an attack at you, but you also get your shit on him.
Okay.
Your AC is like 30, right?
31, yeah.
Yeah, no, he misses. So he takes his pole arm as he's just getting up the ladder to try and strike you. What is it? An athletics check? Strength save throw?
Strength save because I'm about to throw this motherfucker.
Okay. What's the DC?
The DC is 21.
Okay. 19, so he fails.
Alright, I'm going to hurl him 30 feet towards the edge of the ship. See if I can toss him off.
Isn't it a grappled creature?
No. Mighty Impel. As bonus action while raging, I'm using my action instead. You pick one medium or smaller creature. You said I can do it up to one size smaller than me, and since I became gargantuan, that's huge or smaller. Within your reach, and move it to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of yourself. An unwilling creature must succeed a strength saving throw to avoid the effect.
Okay. So, as it gets up the top of the ladder, you just take your hand and pimp slap it as it goes flying off the ship.
Now, I think this should work because it works through different planes. I'll cast sending to Serectus.
Go ahead and roll me a D100 as you do. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Yeah.
Because it is I believe it is a 5% chance.
Yeah, it's a 5% chance it will fail. 86, we're fine.
Hey, I didn't say where that range was.
That's fair. I assumed it was 1 to 5.
But go ahead and say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Go ahead.
God damn it. God damn it.
Hey, boo.
Hold tight, letting you out. Did not expect this. Thought only I could activate it. Didn't know you could. And I'm gonna
make a persuasion
climb.
check.
Alright.
I was saying, as the book is like hopping, because you could tell that he's trying to get out forcefully. The book is hopping. I'm gonna roll a D100. Okay.
Oh no.
You watch as it tumbles off the crow's nest, and I'm gonna roll now to see if it goes off.
Oh.
Lands just on the edge of the ship and bounces back on off of the railing. So it comes back onto the ship.
Alright. I hurry down and grab it.
So
yeah, I'm following after her, just in case another one of those guys comes up.
All right.
A 27 persuasion.
27 persuasion. You hear back to you as you rush over to grab the book. I understand. I shall allow this transgression once. However, not again. Now let me out of this damn fucking book. You could out of character. I'm gonna roll here. Yeah, no, he has been unable to break out of the book.
King Serectus felled by a magic book. If I casted Arcane Lock, would he just be trapped there?
No.
Yeah,
Alright.
he'd eventually break out. Don't do that, please.
I'm not going to. I don't even have Arcane Lock. I'm just asking if I could. Not that I want to. I'll go down, grab the book from the edge, go more towards the center because I'm afraid, and then I'll open the book and use an action to release him.
Okay. As you open the book, you speak the words. What are the words?
Get the fuck out.
You see him like tumble on the ground, and he stands up, dusts himself off. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, my apologies.
What a wonderful place. A lot of blood.
Did you actually like it?
A lot of blood. Too much blood for my taste.
I stole it from a Baba Yaga, so I haven't had the chance to clean it up.
What were you about to say, dear?
I was about to say, did not expect that to happen. I didn't know other people could activate it. I thought it was only myself. I did try to say, though. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I also will say there is something to be said for the strength of the book. If even King Serectus here could not, if the king here could not escape.
No, I'm just having an off day.
I'm sure they weren't trying.
And still, even with not trying, the point stands.
That's fair. I got a strong book. That's going to be nice. Anyways, did you get what you wanted from reading my spell books?
Yes, I did.
Fantastic. I assume we have other business to talk about, and I'll end my concentration on mass suggestion.
Alright. As you do so, like 7 blades are pointed at your throat by crew members. You can see they're looking at this, and you can see okay, their faces are tense because they're held. I'll let go of them, and as you let go of them, several of them pull their blades and just point them at you.
Oh, please.
The king looks around, and you just hear bellowing within the skies around you, "Enough!" as it echoes out. I wish to speak with the Archmage. Now, why are you a female?
Oh, a magical mishap. Teleportation magic near a portal to the Feywild. You know how... I won't bore you with the details. Surge of natural magic is the best, easiest, simple way to explain it.
Understood. Shall we go somewhere more private, or do you not mind speaking in front of the lessers here?
If you don't mind speaking in front of the lessers, I don't mind. My confidant here, my dutiful archaeologist Okrin, I wouldn't mind. They can attend this meeting if you would allow them.
Of course. I believe we should each have a single person. Make me a persuasion check if you don't mind.
Okay. 21.
He looks towards you. No, let's take this to private matters, though. Private area. You got a private room on the Starbreaker.
I do, but I thought you would want to talk on you. It doesn't matter.
No. Unfortunately, I believe my crew here is a bit wily, and you've just sent both my best guards off the ship.
Apologies about that.
Don't worry. Whenever you come to Dorath, you'll have to tell their families you killed them.
Don't worry, Okrin.
They're probably still fine, just in the water.
He looks over, and you guys are at cloud height. Yes.
Yeah.
In the water. Falling from... How high would you say, Navigator? The barometer's saying... close to 325,000 miles.
I stand corrected, yeah.
Don't worry, Okrin. I'm sure they're fine from falling such a height onto the water where it would feel like falling.
Meanwhile, our view pulls down to the water and there are just body parts floating in Anyways,
What tier are we above?
They hit the water, and all you hear is
the Warring Seas.
I'm sure whatever bastion down there is going to appreciate that. Whatever.
Not many bastions on Marstethith because Marstethith is a wasteland of tundra.
Oh, I meant underwater, but
Well then, lead me to your room.
alright, well, how far is the...
And you see
other
him
ship
like
from
snap his fingers, and up from below deck, a third one of these creatures comes up. The large guys.
Oh,
I said 2 of my best men.
Of course. Anyways, I can't cast another arcane gate.
Well then.
So...
And he's going to look towards his mage. The mage grabs all of you and... No, that wouldn't be it. No, he wouldn't do that. He is going to cast... What level is Arcane Gate?
6th.
6th. Okay. Then he's going to cast Fly on you. Well, he's going to cast Fly on both the big guys.
yeah, I figure.
And... Alright.
Oh, that's fine. I can dimension door me and the king.
Oh, you're gonna... Okay. You see Serectus go over to, like, reach his hand out over to you as you're about to cast Dimension. And he's like... He grabs you and brings you over to... Sorry, wait. No, sorry. The big guy would have grabbed you. Sorry. The big guy grabs you, and the king goes over to you, Okran. A little trust. And he hops on your shell. Also, you have a much bigger surface area, Mr. Turtle.
It wasn't always this way. It's a fun little story.
I must say, this is an interesting topographical... You have an interesting topography.
I've been playing with it a tad bit, but yes.
You see him, like... So as you guys begin to fly over to the ship, it only takes, like, a minute. But you watch as, like, Moria, watch, he's, like, looking down at the shell, and you can see him, like, using little bits of magic as little particles are falling down onto the shell itself.
Oh. I can see that, don't I?
Yeah.
King... No. Okay. So he knows there's people on it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Am I over on the other side with the big bodyguard?
Yeah, he's carrying you. Mind you, he's carrying you, but, like, under your arm, like when you pick a dog up.
Oh. That's so rude to hold me this way, Archmage of Snowden, but whatever.
It stares down at you, and you just... It is... If you were fighting this creature, you get the feeling it would be very cold right next to it.
Oh, aren't you cute? And I'll pat it on its cheek, even though I know what it is.
It has a face mask on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'll do it on the face mask.
Kring. Your hand gets stuck for a second. You take 1 point of cold damage. That 1 point's gonna come in handy when I kill ya.
Oh.
Eventually, you land on the ship and begin to head down to your room.
Yeah.
Heading to your room, the king walks in and looks around for a second.
Don't mind my dogs.
Good.
They're more like drakes,
doggy, and he pets the dog's head, and it.
Falcon. Be kind.
They both walk out of the room. You can hear that they just shuffle down as the big guy walks into, and he just stands in one of the corner of the room.
My precious babies.
So, you said your sister was not in cahoots with the necromancer of the west. The west, yes.
Oh, of course not.
Now, she has been seen meeting with him multiple times.
Yes, to gather valuable information about his knowings, his plans, his whatnot. The Lich Horcles would not trust just about anyone. This has been a long-term vision I've taken the I assume this is true. So, and this is out of Game Goblin. I don't know what you have planned. I'm going with the assumption that this is true.
What your character thinks.
Yeah. All right.
Now tell me. I have heard a great deal about your escapades on Draconia as of the moment. Why are you traveling with criminals, and what is your goal, your target? If I may
Oh,
be
to
so
eradicate
bold.
the cult of knowing.
The cult of knowing. I've heard whispers of this. They're but
That's
a thorn in the side of some. Why do you need to eradicate them?
They did some procedures against. Well, it might be useful to have another person know the truth. Greetings. I am Moria, as you already know. I am from the future.
He stares at you. You can see his eyes are glowing with divine light right now.
Yeah.
You tell no lies. Continue.
Yes. See, I actually don't know the exact time frame now that I think about it. About 3, 4 months into the future, I believe, from now, because we did a little time traveling. Um, I would have been, I will
Out
be
of
kidnapped.
character. It is, let's see here, if I do my math correctly, a year.
Yeah, it was a year and 2 months before, and
Yeah, and you
then
traveled 2 months.
okay, yeah. Oh, we traveled 2. I thought it was 3. Okay,
No, it's
um, okay. About a year in the future from now, my doppelganger that would have been here, would be kidnapped by the cult of knowing, and then a month later from that time, I would wake up on their ship with strange runes across my body. They robbed me of my autonomy, and then one of the a crystallized version of the captain over there would would be able to cast hold person on me without any resistance. I assume that's the closest I can draw to a spell comparison. Probably more likely a dominate monster kind of spell. Regardless, it removed my autonomy. I hate that, and now I plan to eradicate them.
And you,
Damn.
Tree Man.
I was traveling to see someone simply referred to as the architect to give him something. Turns out he's part of this cult of knowing, and it got me curious. So now I'm traveling with them, and it's been quite the adventure, I must say. I have no regrets.
And your current goal traveling with these criminals is?
Well, I might as well. I want to learn more about this cult of knowing, because if they really did create successful time travel,
I mean,
in
on the
addition to these magic.
Starbreaker.
Oh, yes. Well,
The
we're on the
criminals.
Starbreaker to go visit the architect again.
So, let me get this straight. You all dislike the cult of knowing and want to destroy them. Yet, you're traveling with those who work with the cult of knowing, to an extent, to go visit one of its supposed leaders, to talk with them.
Okay,
That,
so
that's about up. However, he said he's, at least for now, done with the cult of knowing. So we're going to go see what he wants. Plus, I am a man of history and archaeology. So, and he said he has something interesting related to that. Piqued
regardless,
my interest.
the captain of the Starbreaker has, I guess you could call it, double-crossed the cult of knowing. I've shown him visions of what I've seen in the future of what becomes of him, and he is not taking kindly to that. So he has divulged information to us regarding the cult of knowing and their workings. I've already dealt, I believe, with one of their former brainwashed associates named Zarius, the Sky Slasher, by forewarning him about
As you
a
say
year
that,
and
you
a
see
half.
his eyes like flash once again with energy. Zarius should be dead in Agaburst
Oh.
70 years ago. I know this because I sensed his passing. And you speak of him as if he lives.
He did
Just to double check
indeed.
something out of character here, Goblin. Zarius is the one who gave me that foggy orb, right?
Yes.
I mean, I literally saw him alive and well just a few months ago.
This is so interesting. Oh my god.
You see him like doubting it for a second. And he goes, "Apologies, Madam Archmage, but it is hard to believe your words, even with my inact insight, in my adept insight. Is there any way you can show me proof that he is alive?"
I show you proof that he's alive. Well, I could show you memories of my meeting with him. Though it's a custom spell. It would meld our minds together, provided you're willing, and we can ask each other one of any question, and we could both. You could lie if you wish to. I'm not going to, but it will show you memories of what has happened.
Alternatively, I have this orb, as if love the foggy crystal orb, which
There's
was
also
given
that.
to me by Zarius himself.
And how do I know it was given to you by a dead man? Anyways,
Just give me one sec, double checking.
make a
I
persuasion
think it
check.
might have actually shown him.
A 22.
I shall allow this mind meld spell. One question only.
Of course. Don't worry, I won't ask anything. I'll probably ask what your favorite color is, and I'll cast Moria's mind meld.
Alright, you reach over and grab his head, and as you do, the energy passes through, and you once again enter into the Mind Palace. And you watch as Surrectus looks around. An interesting spell. His eyes
Ask your
flash
question.
for a second. And make good use in my grimoire. My question. Is Zarius the Sky Slasher alive?
Yes, I sent a sending spell to him as soon as I arrived in the past, received a verbal confirmation from him, and saw him in the Draconia Library, where I managed to ascertain certain notes regarding Orcelium in a town called Lelouch. The names Raquella and Rotouche.
As you
I
see, like
even
all
stole
these members are starting to pass by in the walls. He's like, he starts to like look at them and listen to what you're saying. Wait, so he spoke to you? He's not undead then?
No, he shouldn't be. The sending spell, I believe, would not work with an undead.
I have my answers. Ask away. And it would seem I asked 2 questions.
Oh, well, don't worry, I won't ask anything invasive. What's your favorite color?
Make a persuasion check.
19?
19? Give me 1 second. He looks to you. I'll say make it with an advantage, because you are in his mind.
Fuck yeah, okay. 25.
25. What would his favorite color be?
Obviously,
well,
red.
the Dorathian
obviously,
banner is blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, perhaps red or orange for his favorite hair color, shall we
Or
say.
purple,
No.
because purple is the best color.
Purple do be a good color.
There's also gold. Gold is a color.
I would say my favorite color is one similar to your eyes, to be honest with you.
Purple is the best color.
Agreed.
And second, what's your favorite branch of magic?
Favorite branch of magic. Now that is interesting. Ooh, what would it be? What would it be? He looks to you and he goes, let's keep this between you and me. But I would
Okay.
have to say my favorite branch of magic would either be enchantments, but I think that would be my second favorite. My first would be necromancy.
I'll clap. Mine as well.
Well then, are there any other questions you have for me, darling?
Well, you asked 2 questions and I asked 2 questions, so the spell should end. Unless you would like to ask another. Be forewarned, every question lasts an hour in the real world.
Make a persuasion check.
23.
I am interested in one more thing.
Of course.
Does your body act as an actual female body, or is it just a physical change?
Well, I believe it does. I've experienced a period for the first time, so yes.
Interesting. Your question?
What do I ask? Okay.
So, how was your day?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. How was your day?
Looks to you. Honestly, a bit exciting. It's a bore being a king. A bit of the time. It was great seeing you again. It's been a while. Anyways,
Of course.
I believe that's all the questions I have. If there's any more you have.
No, I believe I'm good, and I'll wave away the spell.
Okay. As you wave away the spell, Okrin.
Yeah.
It has been 3 hours. And you just see them you see Moria just has her hand on his head, and they're just standing there for 3 hours.
I might as well try to make spell talk. So, you're one of his greatest gods, then.
You hear the mask as it looks over to you. Help me.
What?
His head turns back.
Are you okay?
His head turns back to you again. And you can see, make an insight check as you look toward the eye holes.
I'm just gonna see this poor man in absolute pain and suffering.
No, he's fine.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Something strange is about this man. You're not sure exactly what it is. What's under that mask? You're intrigued.
Would you mind if I looked under the mask?
Make a persuasion check.
Your riz, dude. What's your riz?
17.
I'll give you advantage here, because the king is technically not of mind at the moment.
17.
It looks at you, and you see it reach up and take off the mask at the front, and you see this, just like when Darth Vader takes off his mask and smoke comes out, it's that, but with cold fog as it pours out. And you see this mummified, lifeless, husked face, and you can see its teeth are, its mouth is almost closed up with flesh. It looks like its mouth ripped back open. You see an undead creature, and you see it stare at you, and you see its mouth jiggle a little bit, and you hear, "Help me." What do you do, Okun?
Believe me, I want to end this tournament. At the same time, I don't feel like fighting the fucking king. Because I know that's what that would lead to.
As you like jump for a second, seeing this creature, it stares at you, and just puts its mask back on and stands in its corner again.
I could say, believe me, I wish I could do something, but
Make a religion check for me, Okun.
which okay, I have to make my lessons in a hot minute. 11, perfectly average.
You're unsure what kind of undead this could be.
I wish I could do something to assist you, but The only things I can think of to do as of current would not end well for anyone.
You hear on the door.
Who is it?
Who do you think it is? It is I, Gustav, to come check on you.
It's Gustav. I forgot about Gustav. We are all right. We are in the middle of something.
Are you sure? I heard someone. You could hear him obviously flexing. It sounds like rubber on the outside. I heard someone calling for help. The knight walks over to the door and opens it. It stares down at Gustav. Hello, big fellow. Was it you who called for help? And it stares down. Reaches its hand out and just grabs Gustav's face. And you watch it like lift him up. You watch him lift it up, and Gustav's eye is like wide at this point.
Should stop this.
It stares at him from behind the mask.
I'm gonna grab onto the creature's shoulder. There is no need to kill him. Please, we do not need to get into combat here.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Lee.
If I end up having to fight this motherfucker and the king kills me...
You need Riz bending right now. Channel your inner wisdom.
Somehow that helped. It's fucking 23.
You see, it goes to try and reach for the mask to take it off. And then it just drops Gustav as it goes back to the corner. Gustav immediately gets back up and runs away scared. He does not know what the fuck that was as the door is closed behind you.
Concise. I believe I understand the purpose of that, but it would not have ended well still.
Okran, it stares at you for a second. Make me... This is... I know you're not deceiving it. Make me a deception check.
Alright. Okran genuinely does not want to fight this poor guy. 19.
No.
Stares at you. As it takes its weapon and makes an attack roll at you.
Oh, shit.
That's a critical hit.
Oh, shit.
As the creature, seemingly reading you as a worthy figure, no longer under the king's control at the moment, seems to take the opportunity to attack you. I need you to roll initiative as you suffer 30 piercing damage, or it's magical piercing damage. So is that full damage?
Yeah,
okay.
The reason I typically end up asking if it's magical, non-magical, non-silver is because I'm immune to that type of damage.
Okay, and do you have any resistance or immunity to cold?
Unfortunately not.
Alright, you take 14. Alright, so that should be... Actually, sorry, 14 double to 28, so it should be 58 damage. As he stabs you straight in the gut. And you could see, you can't even see its face at the moment, but you could hear... Death. Need you to roll initiative, please, Okran.
Yeah, rolling.
God, it rolled a natural 20.
Damn, I rolled away a dirty 20.
Oh god, it gets 2 actions this turn.
Okran, don't die on me.
I will try not to.
Your survival hinges on my warlock living. I'm not allowing you to die.
Okay, and then we have you, Okran, at 20, right? Okay. So, as Structus' knight stabs into you, you see it twists the blade. It's gonna go for an attack roll. That misses. As it goes to twist the blade, you manage to push it off you with your foot, as it uses that momentum to spin around and bring its large pole-armed blade down towards you, this large spear. It almost looks like a pike a metal pike, but it's about 10 feet long, as it brings it down for a slash against you instead. It's a critical hit.
God damn it.
That's 30 and... Let's see. That didn't roll right. 30 and 10, so 40 points of damage in total. As it brings it down and slashes against you, you see it then bring its weapon out and spin it. It spins its weapon in front of it to make 2 more strikes at you.
Thank God for minimal
With the second
damage.
action. What's your AC?
31.
So as it spins its weapon, in technicality, it can't hit you without a critical hit.
Oh, thank fuck.
That's not a thing. Fuck you. Every time you hit,
It has a
is-
plus. It has a plus 12, and it crits on a 19 and 20, so it cannot hit you without a critical hit. So as it spins its weapon,
Okay, that is
it
nice.
strikes against your shell, but it bounces off as it brings the back of the polearm to slam into you. That's not a hit. As it slams into you, you bring one hand up to deflect it. It's then going to use its bonus action to go for a sucker punch as it goes to punch you in the jaw. With its strength, that would be... Its strength is higher than its dex, by the way. So that would be 26 misses. As it goes to punch you, it punches you in the jaw, but you hear its gauntlet crack at the bottom of your jaw as it's going to take 2 steps backwards and end its turn. But it doesn't move away from you. It seems to ready itself for a fight against you.
Okra is going to sigh as he rages, increasing his size. I really didn't want to fight you. And we're going to slam Magma Heart into this motherfucker.
You gonna slam him with Magma Heart?
The sheathed Magma
Yeah,
Heart.
I know. I figured.
Yeah, I'm saving that one use.
Yeah, I figured. You're probably saving it for Ratouche.
Actually, I should Reckless, just in case,
Okay.
since it can't really hit me. So 22?
22 hits. 21 barely hits, by the way.
Gotcha.
So as you bring Magma Heart out, you slam into its side as you send it flying into the wall to your right side as it bounces off the wall. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 26 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot there's one more d6 I need to add because of how my elemental cleaver works.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so 6 more.
So it's 32, sorry.
By the way, when you started your turn within its radius, you do suffer... It's D12, so give me 1 second. 2 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's 2d12, so that would be 4 points.
Damn, okay, it's rolling low. This is good.
Mm-hmm. So, you slam him into the wall and he bounces back. Do you use your second attack against him?
Yep. I'm sorry about this. I'm going to bring it down upon his head this time.
So he bounces out. I was going to say that too. As it bounces off the wall, you bring it up and slam him down. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
27.
You slam it down and he gets knocked to the ground. You can see his body bounces back up off the ground, but he is knocked prone, I'll say, from the attack.
That is 29 for magical bludgeoning.
After those 2 hits, he's looking rough. He's bloodied for sure. You see parts of his armor falling off. You can see parts of his face at this point as you did slam the back of his head. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that will.
Okay. As it seems to bounce back up from that second hit, it's going to use half its movement to flip and land on its feet, and as it does, it takes its mask off immediately using its action. And you can see its face once again, but you watch its eyes begin to glow, and it opens its mouth as you hear a snapping sound as its jaw unhinges heavily, and you can see this glow pass out, this soul fire blue and green. As it lets out a roar, I need you to make a charisma. This would actually be a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. He's using Soul Rend on you.
Here we go. 22?
You're lucky you rolled high. Out of character, the DC for that is 18.
Thank goodness. I still have my luck point for today, though, so I do have that.
You feel this undead energy pouring out of its mouth. This fog races around you and starts to grasp at your body, but not physically. It passes through you, and you start to feel chilled, and you start to feel it starting to rip apart your body a little bit, but you manage to will your soul to remain intact. Because you succeeded, you only take full of this. You only take 14 cold damage. Out of character. Had you failed, you would have died immediately.
No.
Holy fuck.
Like, unable to be raised dead?
Yep.
Dead?
Yep. His soul would have been gone.
No. Could I have used my reaction to trap him in his soul gem?
You are still...
You are...
in
Yeah.
Surrectus.
You can...
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
You and Surrectus are joined together at the moment.
Yeah.
Anyways, at this point, as you feel this energy pass over you, it is now... Actually, he's going to use his bonus action to sucker punch you. Fuck you. Actually, no, it's only if he takes the attack action. Can't do that. Your turn.
Come on. Yeah.
That was a bit of a mistake, as I'm going to slam into his jaw.
Okay.
See if I can break this so that you don't do that again.
You are immune to the effect for 24 hours, by the way.
Oh. Well, better not turn that against your beloved companion, Moria. Break his jaw.
That is 30.
You hit. One away from a crit, man.
I know, so close.
So close. So close. 36.
Holy shit, that's max damage. That is 36.
Alright. As you bring your weapon, striking him twice with Magma Heart, you then bring it one more time and slam it to the side as you watch his jaw and his face crack heavily as part of his, part of his jaw is left, but most of it goes flying off, actually splattering Moria. Moria, as you're talking to Surrectus, you feel something wet hit your back, and you're like, what the fuck?
What?
Anyways. Next attack, if you wouldn't mind. Natural ones.
Hopefully this will put you out of your misery, friend. 23.
Alright, as you break his jaw, you then bring it and go down and bring it up as an uppercut. As you strike him, go ahead and roll damage.
Get max damage again.
Alright, that would be 26. Give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually 27.
Alright. So, how would you like to do this? I'll let you say what your next attack is rather than the uppercut. Because you do kill him.
Yeah.
I am going to uppercut him to try and pop his head off of his body, seeing if I can let it shatter so his soul can be at peace.
You watch as the head doesn't even pop off the body. You shatter his head entirely on his body, as the body seems to burst in two, as the spine is pulled up and you hear and the armor of his body just shatters. And you watch as what little bits remain of his body just take 2 steps backwards before falling, hitting the ground and turning to dust.
Okay, here's just gonna sigh. I'm going to die.
You watch as a bit of that greenish blue energy fades from the ash. And you hear in your mind, "Thank you," before the room goes quiet, and the chill of the room does not disappear, as it seems to emanate from Surrectus as well. However, as you breathe a sigh of relief, the room starts to get warm, and you blink, and you stand in a familiar volcano, staring up at the Magma Heart. Well done. Neil, make me a Christmas saving throw.
Come on,
You're the paladin.
now of all times to get a natural 20.
I know.
Nope, using luck point. Luck
That's a
point.
nat
luck
one,
point.
everybody, but he's using a luck point.
Luck point.
Nat one again. 13.
13.
You immediately kneel, and she goes, disappointing. Still listening to Mommy's words.
Damn.
Not with my own will.
That's the problem. Leave. As you come back to, the DC for the sword would have decreased by 3 for the kill, but then it increases by 2 for the failure. So go ahead and decrease the DC by 1. So I believe it's now 25, right?
Yes, it is back down 25.
It's getting lower.
Come on, V. You could do this.
You have to prove yourself to the sword, and you have proved yourself again and again, but you haven't done a large might proving to it.
This sword is going to be great, V. Trust. The amount of effort that you have to do in order to do this.
Look, man, I'm holding out hope on that, but even if it doesn't, it'll still be satisfying as hell that I just managed to succeed,
Maybe-
you know?
Maybe you can get with the mag.
I mean,
Anyways,
maybe.
Yeah.
so eventually, Okran, unless there's anything else you'd like to do during the next 2 hours,
No, not really.
you just sit down, look at Moria's jiggly ass, and masturbate.
What the fuck?
No. But no. Sorry, that was a bit of raunchiness from the last session. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah, the horny Okran art
Okran likes to
has
watch.
not begun.
Anyway, so Okran, you wait, and you eventually watch as they both, panting, leave the spell as a bit of sweat is pouring down their face.
Are you two alright?
I've received the answers I needed.
Fantastic.
Now,
I'm going to take. You're going to have a few more for me. I'm quite well aware.
not really. Though I would like to understand your actions a bit more, Moria. Perhaps we can discuss them over drink tonight in my room. I will be partaking in this journey on the Starbreaker to meet with this architect as well.
Oh.
And, should I be allowed, Uruge will be pardoned in the skies of Darath. Now, I must speak with the captain myself. I will
Alright.
speak with you again tonight, Moria. And he walks out of the room.
I cast sending to the captain.
He's like,
Yo.
good Drake, and you hear a snap. Ugh, motherfucker. You just hear a pff as he punches the Drake in the face and keeps walking.
Cinder!
Cinder comes in.
Baby. Are you alright? And, I'll cast sending to the captain. Yo, King Serectus, on his way to you right now, will pardon you if you allow him to come with us.
Understood. Let me get my office ready. I'm kind of half naked. Oh, hello there, King. Anyways, Moria, roll me an insight check, and Okran, roll me an insight check.
23.
23.
Hey,
8. Okay. Actually, with that,
Yeah?
Moria,
Mhm. Yeah?
he was hiding a bit of information from you, but he does seem to want to speak to you tonight about
I could probably get...
yourself
Okay.
and your
I could probably
journey,
get
why
that.
you're taking these actions, and thinking about it. There was some strange look in his eye. Anyways,
Okay.
so for the rest of the day, you join your party or do whatever you want. Is there anything your characters would do during this small little interlude?
Does, how long do I have until the talk?
I would say 16 hours.
16? Okay, perfect. Okay, I might need you to come with me for a second, and I'm going to draw the two
He immediately
teleportation
starts. He
circles.
immediately starts masturbating.
God damn it, I like that.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to do something, and I need you to come with me in case things get a little hectic. We're gonna be in Draconia for a second.
I will remind you, Moria. The last time, and
Yeah.
Gesh will mention this. The last time you evolved as a vampire, you turned into skeletal, and it was during a long rest. You don't know how long you were out. Gesh just mentioned that you were out for a number of hours as that form.
Oh, okay. Then I
Out of
probably shouldn't do
character,
that.
the evolution may or may not take a longer time, depending on how far up your evolution is.
Okay.
It's up to you. I'm just saying, be aware that it may take some time to evolve, because I know what you're
I
doing.
think. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll wait then. I don't want to miss out on this talk with the
Well,
king,
you could
and I don't want to
always
risk.
you could always try. It's up to you, man, or woman.
Yeah.
I will say this: if you want, you could try to interrogate Geshiel as you recall this. So you could just bring Geshiel in and make an investigation check. Make an investigation check or an intimidation check.
I'll do investigation. I'll give myself guidance for this.
Okay.
That's 25.
Last time it took about 4 hours of the long rest because you were already sleeping when it started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to go from a thrall to a lesser vampire, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And now you have to go to a true vampire.
I have to go from lesser to just vampire.
Yeah. You're not sure if that would double the amount of time necessary, or what, or maybe it's 3 times from like thrall, so it would be like 4 times 3, 12. You're not 100% sure, but it shouldn't take you more than, you believe, 12 hours.
I believe that it won't take me more than 12 hours. Okay.
Oh, Grin, you see him interrogate Gesh. Gesh is like, I do not know. I've got big penis. No, I do not know.
How long did it take me? All right.
Several information.
Algrin, we're gonna take a little trip, and
We're going on a trip. It's our favorite.
I'm gonna draw
Vampire
2
bitch.
Yeah, my favorite.
Mine are not at my
Yeah.
full
To the
strength as of
fun.
this moment.
What'd you
I
say?
Yeah.
need a minute. I'm going to need a minute as you prepare this.
Whatever.
What are you doing over?
What do you?
Oh, I'm going to. How long does the teleportation circle take to set up?
Let me check. I have it on my note card.
1 minute, I believe.
Teleportation circle. Yeah, it is a minute. But I'm drawing 2 of them, so you get 2.
You don't finish the second one because finishing it activates it.
Oh.
Actually, no. Finishing
Yeah.
it does not activate it. Finishing it just you have to put the small piece into it to finish it. Like the final destination into it. But if you want, you can create something here. Like you could create a teleportation circle to come back to. I'll say sure.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah.
I would use the first one to get there, and then one left
I'm
up.
stupid. You will have to make a teleportation circle to get back to the manor. Actually, no, more else could do that.
Yeah. The other Morals already did do that. That's how they
Yep.
That's how they got there, and that they made one as soon as they got to me. The first time.
Anyways.
More message me if something happens. I need to stand on the deck for a bit.
You notice this large bulge in his shell. No.
God damn it.
Okay, so Ogren, as you head upstairs, you stand upon
This
the
is
deck.
this is literally just so I can use my photosynthesis feature.
Okay.
Let's see. Con +1.
So this would be
About 2 minutes.
about
20 rounds.
20 rounds. And that will change when we go to my new system, because each round is 10 seconds in my new system. Remember that.
Gotcha. So let's see, that's
20 rounds of 1d4 plus your con, right?
no, it's just 1 plus my con.
Okay.
Sadly. 1d4 would be nice.
You keep fighting in small, cramped, dark places, so it doesn't work.
I know. It's the problem.
You're a big guy in a small, cramped, dark place with photosynthesis.
Let's see. So, let's see. 7, 4, 140.
140. Okay. I think you get back to max HP. Alright?
Yeah. Yep, I'm back to max. Actually, a bit before that, so I would head back down
Okay.
before he
Well,
even
I'll say before
me.
you head back down, you do see the king on the deck of the ship, looking out. But as you were walking through the ship, you didn't see Kristoff.
Hmm.
And I'll say you head to his room for a second. As you knock on the door creaks open. And he's not there. You do see, upon his bed, and everything is neatly arranged, there is a letter.
Walk in and read the letter.
Dear Uruge, and I guess the marked few if you're reading this for some reason. I've received summons from Asmodeus, my lord, and he has asked me to seek out a different group. One previously led by Sir Corwin Durandal. They have found themselves in Aquamarina. I am to head there at the moment. Honestly, if you're reading this marked few, I hate how you fight. You let your healer fall down in the first few seconds. Tatla, or however you say it, here on the material plane. He watches the note, turns to ash. But you do see, left on the bed, is a ring. A brass ring with a single garnet in its top. And there is a small note attached to that, and as you read it, it says, "Try not to die. Marked few. Here's a small gift."
So take the ring and head over back to the room.
Okay, do you immediately recognize what this is? Because you've seen multiple of them on corpses and whatnot in ruins as well as in towns. This is a ring of fire resistance.
That's pretty useful. I'll be attuning to that later. I'm just gonna add to my inventory for now.
Okay. I will let Kristoff know that I'm doing that. I will allow you to play Kristoff in Fafnir, but I will say Asmodeus told you to find that group in Aqua Marina after you reported your finding, so that you left a small gift for the Sunday group and left. Alright. I just let him know it. Anyways, if he makes a big deal of it, I'm not letting him in my case. Anyways, so, as you return, Moria has finished the circles, but not the last mark on the second one, which she's going to use to teleport. Moria, it's been about 5 minutes. He's not back yet. It's been about 3 since you finished the circle. You have 3 minutes. What are you doing during that time?
Where is that damnable turtle?
You mean to take off your pants and masturbate for the next 3... No.
And we're the raunchy people here, yeah?
Hey, you guys all got it out the last few sessions. I didn't.
Yeah, definitely.
You might need some more sleep, my guy. Otherwise, we might end up with that again.
No, I'm good.
I'll make sure Cinder is okay after getting punched.
Cinder is fine. And as you're like, "Oh, boo boo, baby, you okay?" kind of shit to him,
My
eventually
dog.
entering in, you see Okrin.
Ah, finally, you're here. I'm taking my dogs with me. Can I take my dogs with me?
Any
Or my
creature.
drakes? Awesome. Vulcan! Where are you?
There's no response. No, I'm fucking with you. He's under the bed. He comes out from under the bed. He, like, yawns.
Alright, we're going home for a second. Okrin, get over here. I have an ascension to make. Okrin.
I will say that Kristoff has left. He left a note and a ring of fire resistance as I hold it up.
Oh, well, good for him. The person I had one interaction with. Congrats.
I figured you probably wouldn't care. Most of us did not speak to him that much.
It's unfortunate the cleric leaving the party is
Indeed.
of loss of healing, but it doesn't matter. Whatever they can learn, I can learn. And I'll have some time to do that, I guess. But quickly, we must leave now. Fair warning, this will take, I believe, 12 hours.
All right, then.
So,
Also, be a dear and check up on the house, and we'll teleport.
as you finish the circle, you both, well, you see the circle glows and small bits of magic light start to pour upwards, and you know you have about 6 seconds to enter.
Here we go. And I entered.
You watch Moria jump in and then become scattered into particles of light. You watch Cinder and Vulcan jump in after her. What do you do, Okrin?
I'm just gonna shrug and jump in.
Let's
go.
As you jump in, you both feel yourselves pulled and stretched infinitely long, pushing. I would like a D100 for you, Moria, because
okay.
you are casting it on a moving place.
Oh shit!
There is a small
was it
mishap
not
chance.
docked?
The ship is
Like
not
in the air
docked. No.
I didn't mean dock. I meant stationary. But yeah, you get it. 31.
Well, hold on. I was gonna say the rate here. So re-roll, and if you get a 5% or low, a 5 to 1, you fail, and mishap happens. Okay, you're fine.
64.
So you all appear as chalk dust scatters, as the non-permanent teleportation circle is now gone.
Yeah. I'll immediately half draw another one so we can get back later.
Alright, you begin to immediately draw one. What does the room you teleport into look like? You get to describe the house, Moria.
Oh, great. Okay, so I believe that the teleportation circle was made in the office.
Okay. That is the one with that's the treasure vault room, right?
Yeah, that was the treasure vault room, the one with the mimic chest.
So, if you see this room about 120 feet in not a radial, but 120 foot diameter room. There are small steps that go up on the sides. There are paintings hung of Moros with filths and silks that hang and dangle. You can see a small orb floating at the top that glows as you all enter. And you can see as it glows, this starlight kind of glow. You can see small archonic images that are faintly traced into the stone itself around. The stone, being much smoother than when you were last here, seem to dance to life. You see archonic patterns for easy-to-remember spells. You see things like thaumaturgy. You see constellations. And you see the ground itself, though once a normal stone, is now a blackened marble. And it almost looks like you're standing upon the night sky. Above you is a glass dome that outlooks into the night sky above. Actually, it would be the morning sky above. But you could see that the morning sky's light does not pour in because the dome itself is a darkish quartz. You could see a door to your south. And you could also see a few... you could see a large table where the sword once sat. What is upon that table?
Okay. The sword is no longer there. I imagine the weapon holster might still be there. Instead of a sword, it's a large, like
Oh,
staff.
what level is the Fafnir game, by the way?
We are all level 10.
I'm just gonna say the same. Oh fuck it. Anyway, so you see a large
We'll
staff.
probably level up after
What
that
does the
anyway.
staff look like?
It's a twirling, rotting. It's like a rotting piece of a dark brown wood, almost the color of black. It's presumably preserved, but it's twisting and gnarling and rotting, and there's like there's various holes in it, various small twigs kind of reaching out, and at the top it's like a swirling mass of roots that uphold a black crystal gemstone that gleams with like it pulses with like a small radius of magic no one here can identify beyond myself, which I would leave up to Goblin because I'm not sure
Moira,
if I
as you
can.
approach to look at the staff that you hold, that was once in your vault specifically, you go to touch and reach out for it, and your hand bounces off an invisible barrier. Because this is a teleportation room. If somebody has it, they could just come in and steal your staff. Moros isn't that fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. As always. I love what he's done with the place. So much better. Just like home.
You also see one small picture of Moros with his nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems to be a recently made portrait because you don't remember having this commissioned.
Oh, darling nephew. Shame he's a fucking sorcerer, but all things can't be perfect.
Shame he's what you said?
A sorcerer.
Well, they have their own quirks, I would say.
I guess you could say that. Born with magic that they didn't earn, but it's whatever.
To this
Now,
point, the
That
door
is one of the
opens,
annoying
and
things,
you see
yes.
walking in butler-like attire, is a skeleton as it holds a towel on its left hand, left arm, which is pulled, which is seemingly seamed to its chest almost, and as it comes walking in, it seems to hold its gloved hand out and gives a bow.
Erwin!
Mistress Moria, it is a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Erwin. Erwin, this is Okran. Okran, this is my butler.
The butler
I
looks to
see.
you, Okran. The one with the world on his back.
There are times I wish that was nothing more than a metaphor.
Well, mistress, shall I show you around the manor?
Yes, of course, and take me to other me, after the tour. We have much to discuss.
And Moros, Master Moros, has left it to you. We'll discuss its name after the tour. As he leads you out. You let out into the main hallway, the three-laned hallway, well, the forked hallway that turns into like three different areas, a V with a single line in the middle of it, and then one downwards. As you are, you see beautiful red carpetry, lanterns that hang and shine like starlight. Candlelight, I would say, in the hallway itself. You can see mahogany wood with small outcroppings that create pillar-like designs that head up to an arched roof for this hallway. Think of a vampire's fucking hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see small busts of Moros and other important figures of his family line. No parents. You can see his sister, himself, his nephew. You can see Moria, or what he believes Moria looks like as a female. It's a bit off. You could see, as you begin to walk through, sets of knight armor. I assume he would not be in the large bedroom area where the kids were sleeping that one time that you found the egg in. He would be in the master bedroom at this point, or where the master bedroom was, whatever that has become. And as you begin to walk that direction, you could see the walls themselves are beautiful. As you walk, you could start to hear the sound of wood beneath your feet. You could see small plants in pots, as well as suits of armor and small shelves with different knickknacks and whatnot on them. You could see like skulls placed on some of them, and as you pass by, their eyes shine for a second and they chitter before you walk too far from them and they stop. You can see some cobwebs that have started, and you can see a few. You can see this skeleton in a very skimpy maid outfit that's going up and trying to get rid of the cobwebs as you pass by her. Do you say anything to her or no?
So, run the last bit by me again?
A skimpy-looking skeleton in a skimpy-looking maid outfit.
I ain't saying squat.
Mara certainly has taste, though that is my taste, so I don't know what that says about me.
Anyways, she bows as you pass by, and you get to the grand door here. Describe the taste in Moros' doors.
Moros is very big on those, like, grand double doors that you kind of have to push with both hands in order to open. Just because he'll always be on the other side, so it's a very big deal for someone to, like, or it makes a person have to go through great effort just to meet with him. So it's like it's big, double arced, like mahogany colored doors with intricate dark steel handles, and they're big. They're sort of big for what it should be. It's like thick wood, so it takes a little bit of effort to open.
Not for Okran.
Definitely not for Okran. For the average person, it would take like a semi-strenuous effort to open.
To open them normally, it would take a strength, I would say, of 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just poke it open.
What are like the small intricate carvings on the door look like?
Swirls of magic. Some necrotic images. A lot of like fanciful writing that you probably can't make out in a language that most probably won't know. I'm gonna look at my language list. Written in Sylvan or my
Sylvan,
Morse
but
code.
in your cipher, yes.
Yeah.
Okran, because you understand Morse code. What does it say? Actually, do you speak Sylvan, Okran?
No, I don't speak Sylvan.
You can detect his code, but you can't read the language it's in.
Out of curiosity, what does the door say? I recognize your cipher, but I can't say I know the language.
God, I didn't think that far. Hold on.
Come in.
No.
Come in, and in parentheses, side.
Come in, and it just says in parentheses. Oh, I don't know. Wow, I was gonna go fucking over. I don't know why I was going over there. Anyways, so what does it say, Basilius?
I'm sorry.
He says, you should not be reading this.
If you can read this, then you are worthy of my attention.
And perhaps I'll have to learn the language.
So, as you look towards the door, I assume there's like magic to stop anybody from intruding, like, and eavesdropping and shit, right?
Oh yeah, there's a perpetual silence cast on the door, and there are scrying orbs.
Okay, yeah, you can start to notice all the scrying orbs in the various areas. As you reach towards the doorway and Okran helps you open the doors, They open, and you see this long, dragged tunnel before you. He's an eccentric. As you both take a step into the tunnel, it folds in on itself, and you find yourself in a lavish bedroom. You could hear a small amount of giggling, and another individual speaking. A familiar voice. And he seems to be speaking to another individual in the room. And you hear, "Hold on, my dear. Someone's come." And you see in the room, if you like, I will describe the bedroom, and you can tell me if there's any other details that you would have in Morris's bedroom. This large room. It's about 40 feet wide until it starts to ascend. In the center of the room, you can see this ziggurat-like staircase that is just adorned in silks and different designs and pillars that come off of it. You could see around the room, there are a few closets and different doors that lead to different areas, probably a research station to your right. In another alcove, you could see a small area to your left which has an alcove and a door where it's halfway open, and you could see that there is a bathtub on the opposite direction. You can see there's probably a door on the opposite side too, but this room is carpeted heavily. You can see braziers upon this ziggurat-like structure going up that are lit with light, not fire. Magical light, I should say. And you can see hanging from the nearly 200, 300 foot tall ceiling are just silks and felts that seem to glisten in this light. You could also see upon the other side, there seems to be, upon ringing the entire room's top about 20 feet from its top, there is just a quartz glass that seems to, well, a dark quartz glass that seems to outlook onto a scene that is being played into it. Additionally, the room is made of red carpets with mahogany walls and multiple pillars and outstretches of that wall once again, similar to the other way. Many arches and small chains dangling from the ceiling hold lanterns that seem to be lit with different multicolors. Is there anything else that would be in this room, specifically?
A large working desk with many papers going.
I'll say there's
over
another alcove with that, and specifically the room is not square; it is octagonal.
Yeah. And there'll also be many bookcases in that same workstation.
Yeah, and there are many like ladders and stairs that lead up to a higher level here too. And you see, stepping off from the top where you assume the bed to be, donning a robe and walking down the carpeted stairs, Mordos himself. You could see
2 feet shorter than me.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of the silk sheets that he was wearing fall down from the back as he puts his robe on. "Well, Maria," as he has a wine glass in his hand, "you've come just in time."
Perfect.
"Oh, and you've brought Okran with you. Good."
I must say it's quite the improvement upon what it was.
You can also see many pictures of him hanging around too. There is one Maria that sticks out to you as well, and Okran, because you both have passive perception. You see on the other, you see around the top of the ziggurat, there seems to be like a few hanging pictures. Well, there seems to be a few tapestries and whatnot hanging off the pillars, and you can see a painting that's just angled so you can't see it fully. But it seems to have some sort of look to it, and you can't make it out, but it seems to interest you. Yes, a much better improvement than that god-awful looking house.
Oh,
Anyways.
yes, of course. Wonderful.
Anyways, Moria, we have a guest. If you'd like to come say hello.
I know you told me about her earlier.
She's been wondering about you quite a bit. I've had to entertain her for some time.
With your illusory body? Quite the feat.
We need to discuss that. Let's just say, you know that I and you are magic savants, and I've taken the liberty to overcome the illusory of my body.
Wonderful.
And the fact that he put on clothes makes you believe he has some sort of material to him now.
Fantastic. I knew you'd be able to figure something out.
Well, come, approach. Speak to
Yes,
your
hello.
partner.
My partner.
Our partner.
Alright, come, Okran.
Arkhan immediately starts shagging on.
False. So,
So,
I'm just gonna follow you, though. Just small flinch a bit at the statement, but just because your passive perception's high enough to notice that.
Uh-huh.
you guys eventually walk up the carpeted ziggurats to the top, and you see this large canopy bed, about 30 to 50 feet wide. It is unnecessarily big. And you can see there are just silk sheets. Many of them felts and silks. And you could see sitting down and just staring with doting eyes towards Moros. And as you approach up, they immediately dart to you, the librarian, the pink-scaled dragonborn, who seems to be looking at you for a second, looks back to Moros and, like, dotingly winks her eyes. And she goes, "This is the Moros I originally mated with, yes?"
Hello, Rosie.
"Hello, dear."
I've underwent a bit of a change.
"I can see that. And so have I." And she, like, comes out of the silk sheets, and she does not have clothes on at the moment, but you can see that she does have a small baby bump forming.
Oh. Wow, what would I be, a father or a mother?
"Whatever you want, dear."
Alright,
Technically, we be both.
"Technically,
I-
yes. If you want, I could look into reversing what has happened to you and making you male again. There are books and tales of such a thing happening."
Nah. I wave my fabulous coat. This can only be attuned to me as long as I'm a woman, so I'm going to keep my current form. A vestige of creation.
You see your eyes open for a second and close. "I will have to investigate it further, and you further."
Damn.
She licks her lips.
Might have to wait. I have an ascension to behold. It'll take about 12 hours, and I have a meeting with the King of Darath in 16.
Moros looks to you. "Oh, and I was just going to ask if you wanted to sit down and have some tea."
But as long as it doesn't take more than 4 hours, I have the teleportation spell.
"It's fine, it's fine." "Oh, you've learned teleportation again. It looks like you're becoming more and more powerful again. Almost
Yes,
to my
but-
degree."
You mean our degree?
"I'm not a female."
Hmm.
Anyways, he looks at you for a second. Roll a deception check. And what
Deception?
is your insight bonus?
My insight bonus is a +8.
Okay, roll deception.
23.
There's something off about you, Moria. Something less fun. I can't tell.
Because you're good again. Because you're good now.
Out of character, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still evil. Anyways, Okrin. It's probably been a while since you've seen this form. And he, like, does a spin. His cock flapping underneath. Anyways, it's good to see you again, Okrin. And I have put a bit of money into the banks in Draconia. You will see I will see an investment and return to you the monetary value that we did pick up. And of course, the marked few are always able to stay here. I'm willing to allow them to stay in our place, as long as they're your friends, Maria.
Yes, of course. Did Othin go off and die?
Oh no, Othin's come back every so often. We've chatted. I almost
Good.
had him last time, becoming my servant, but he grew a little wise to me. We're playing a game of chess, He comes back every few weeks.
Good. Though he'd lose at chess, the oaf is not.
You would think so. But I'm going to be honest. He has the dumbest luck I have ever seen.
Really now? A
Yes.
fool's gamble?
To an extent, yes. He's taken, at this point, he's taken both my rooks, a few of my, he's taken one of my knights, and all of my pawns, and I've only taken all of his pawns.
Perhaps absorbing so many of those animals' hearts has actually given him a bit of a brain.
I
But I
think it's
digress.
more instinct than it is brain.
Could be, or it could be that whatever other personality is trapped within him. Who knows?
Possibly. I've actually spoken to it directly, because it came out during the match once angrily and said I was cheating, and I was, but I don't like to be called.
Of course
out
we
about
were.
it.
Of course we were.
Yes.
The feeble don't
And he
deserve fairness.
turns back towards Rosie. I would never cheat on you, dear. So, who you think? He turns to you and psychically hear in your mind. So, who are you thinking of having sexual affairs with in your group? Now that
My
you turned
goodness.
female, don't you want to experiment a bit?
God damn, is this the question we're gonna ask right now?
Yes.
Hmm.
Who's
I
caught your
joking-
ire, dear?
Alright, well, I jokingly stated that if the entire party was like myself, then we would have a polyamorous relationship, but who knows? Who knows? We would, of course, be the leader. We will never serve someone else.
Yes. But in all honesty, how are you feeling? Roll me a con save.
A 22.
Your cycle has completed, so you're no longer that grouchy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard from
that's
Sister
why.
you were having your first period.
Yes, I know, quite uncomfortable. It's past now. Copious amounts of chocolate-covered grapes.
Can we discuss more in detail later? I would love to have a bit of information on my hand, since I have never undergone such a thing. I would love to
Alright,
know how your body reacts and whatnot.
I've actually developed a new spell. I'm not sure if it would work when we're the same, but who knows?
You have.
It's called Moria's Mind Meld. I know, perfect name.
Exactly, yes. Too bad it's not Moros, it would have been 100% perfect.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, show me it. You see him, stand up and he takes the wine glass and hands it to your pregnant mate and goes, "Hold this, dear. Do not drink it. I don't want to see what happens to that child."
Yeah.
Actually,
How can...
no.
Yeah, no. As a product of our best genes with someone from the first age, we can't afford to let that happen.
Yes. Okrin, be a dear, and he, pats you on the cheek. And watch over the girl for me. He walks up to you and, derobes and goes, "I don't know how we're doing this, so I'd rather be in my natural form. Go ahead."
Alright, Twitter.
He holds his hands out and, closes his eyes as he puts his chin up.
I slap my hands on his face.
I thought you were gonna say you
kinda-
slapped his ass.
No, you know how Gordon Ramsay does the idiot sandwich thing? Instead of
Yeah.
bread, it's just my hands on his cheeks and I cast the spell.
As you, clasp your hands on his spells, you, clasp your hands on his cheeks. What the fuck? You watch as purple energy pours from his eyes and his mouth. Same with you. Are you doing it the safe method?
Yeah, we're doing the safe method. He's willing.
Yeah. Where in the devil's are we? Hold on,
This
don't
is
tell
the
me, don't
mind
tell me,
palace.
don't tell me. Tell me, I can't understand it.
We'll say that doesn't count as a question. There's obvious factors.
Yes,
this
there's
spell.
obvious factors to a spell. It has to be specific.
Yes, indeed. This is my mind palace. We get to share memories, and each recipient may ask a number of questions, and in turn, the other person may ask the same number of questions. Per each question, an hour passes in real time, though I'm not sure if that's the same here, considering we're one and the same.
Well, Well, let's test it out then. Have you had sexual relations with this body? And if you have, still probably one question, I hope. How did it feel?
I've not.
Disappointing. I thought you liked to experiment.
Well, who am I going to experiment with? All of our companions are idiotic. Except for Okran.
I would have
They're
assumed you would have liked to have the biggest member.
Jesus Christ. Or by wait, by Orthol, what the fuck?
I mean,
No, Jesus does exist in this world. Out of
I
character. Mentions of him exist.
By Orthol, oh my, that turtle is 18 feet tall, and I know his. I know he's about 8 feet in length. I'm not about to try and take that. That's my entire body.
Well, who else are you going to have sexual... I'm not asking that question, because that is not going to be a question. No, that doesn't count. He, like, points up. That doesn't count as a question. I didn't finish it. Anyways, your turn.
God, what do I ask? What do I ask myself? My evil self? Shit. Okay. How come the preparations for the Crystal Heart?
I am having a bit of trouble, after all. Looking into understanding what a Crystal Heart is has become weird. You told me you had a dream about something called a Crystal Heart and someone within Riverton, but the more I asked, the less answers I got. Meaning someone's hiding the information.
Well, I know who it is, so I can always ask the king. I'm pretty sure. Wait, would I know?
No.
Alright. No, scratch that. Gift of gab.
I'll keep looking into it.
Fantastic. We best not ask any more questions, just to see how long this took.
Yes. The effect ends. It's only been a few seconds, Okran.
Perfect. Okran, how long were we gone for?
Unlike with the king, it was only a few seconds.
Perfect. Hi, Gesh.
Anyway.
Goblin, why did you curse me?
What do you mean?
I'm sick because of you.
More D&D.
And why? Witty, why again?
Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm still recording, Gesh. Anyways.
Yeah.
Moria, he looks at you and goes, well, that was quite interesting. I do have a few more questions for you, but we can discuss that telepathically. Go, you have an ascension.
Yes. Okran, come with me.
Alright. I'm going to follow Moria.
As you guys begin to leave the room, you hear from above, well, now that is all over, and you hear, let's get to it, shall we? And you hear the silk sheets move, and a bit more giggling. Moros folks.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Sending to Okran, even though I know he's right next to me. But this is so... Yeah. Guard my body during Ascension. Moralities between myself and past different. Don't know what becomes of that.
Okay, Sean. Understood. I wouldn't want your death to happen. I was too concerned the first time.
Good boy, and I'll pat you on the arm.
You never sent me your character information, by the way, Moria.
Oh, right. Hold on.
Karen, as much as I was hoping he was joking about that, I know he's not.
Let me just look up a spell really quick.
Oh, no.
Oh, a goblin, but as we're walking out, I guess I hear something along the lines of this.
What?
What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What?
It
What the fuck?
As you guys begin to walk out the tunnel, you hear Moros entering into the tunnel. Yes. It's more the sounds of kissing and moving in silk sheets, but yes.
So I
Yeah.
just remembered that Discord has a clap sound effect. I was like, fuck it.
Yep.
Huh?
Anyways, how much information have you shared with Moros? Do you like talk to him every day, Moria? Because I think that was what you said, or no?
Yeah, I talk to him every day.
And you tell him like about your exploits and shit, and you get
Yeah.
bravo kind of back. Okay. Good to know. Anyways, so eventually, finding your way to the third room, the room to the right. This room, as you enter in, the old bedchambers split off. There is a small fountain in this room now. The carpet around it, it's a carpeted room with a fountain. What the fuck? Who does that? Fucking Moros. But you see that it splits off into a few other hallways, and eventually, finding the hallway that leads down deeper, you find yourself into a lair for a vampire as you push past this grand door. Describe the lair you would have had Moros build for you, Moria, to your specifications.
All right. There's going to be a big coffin in the center of the room, kind of upheld at an angle, like a 45-degree angle for dramatic reveals. There's going to be... I assume this is underground, so I can't have, like, windows or anything.
You can have
But
windows, but they won't really go
there's
anywhere. Yeah.
There will
Actually,
be
no,
windows,
there
but there'll
is
be...
a cavern. There is a cavern that you could have a window looking over.
Oh, right, perfect. I'll have that. With drawn curtains of a red color. Actually, no, purple color. The floor is the same black obsidian marble. I got a lot of pillars for dramatic effect, of course. Various vampiric, like thematically styled furniture and drapings, and an almost gothic kind of thematic coloration to the room. Like it's very big on dull reds, blacks, purples, even some like hints of silver, but not a lot. And there's a big portrait of me, or at least what Moros thinks I look like.
I forgot to mention, one of the things that you saw in the big ziggurat room, on the top of the bed, like the canopy bed, there was a painting there, a portrait that was there, of Moros in a sexy position where everything was declothed except for a silk sheet covering that area. As if he was laying on a bed with a wine glass.
Yeah.
I knew that painting was something along those lines. I didn't dare ask.
Anyways, you see in this room is a portrait of Moros as well, but as a female one, what he thought Moria looked like, in a similar position. Anyways, continuing from there, you'll have to change that later, because it's not your face, but it's similar. Also, your tits are a bit too big in the portrait, but... As you enter into the room, you can see small tables as well surrounding the coffin with small vials of blood that he's created for you. And you are getting thirsty, so thankfully.
Okay. Thank goodness. I'll drink a little bit in preparation. And, okay. Okrin, we have about, I would say 15 and a half hours at this point. Not sure how long that took. Until I have to meet with the king. This process should take 12 hours, so you might want to find something to busy yourself with when you're not standing vigilant over my body.
I want to test some limits of myself. Don't worry too much.
He's gonna be edgy. I'm sorry. Continue.
This process will take a while. I will evolve. I may be thirsty, so beware. I'm not sure. Also, before I go, I'm gonna cast sending to my warlock. Hey, love what you're doing. Ease up on the violence.
Understood, my lady. And you hear,
Good
because he's
boy.
like talking to a bunch of people at the moment as he say this, it comes through the sending spell. The lady has spoken once more. Death to the infidels.
I said ease up.
This motherfucker.
He's lying.
Mad will power, motherfucker.
I gotta make a new warlock.
This motherfucker. I might have to kill him.
Creating holy wars on your back, Ogre.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna make a new
those
warlock.
to a minimum.
I'm gonna make a champion. Maybe I can make a cleric.
A cleric to oppose him. A
Yeah.
good plan. I'll make sure to bring this up to you afterwards.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll go inside the coffin.
Okay. As you enter into the coffin and you sit down, you watch as parts of your body begin to turn into this red mist, and your blood begins to pour out of your nose, your mouth, and your eyes as you feel your body disintegrating, turning into a puddle of mush. The coffin begins to close, and Okran, the last few things you see as she looks towards you, do you see it say anything to Okran before the coffin closes?
Be wary of enchantment magic.
What?
And invisibility.
As you say this, as the coffin begins to close, you see all of her flesh sloughs off, and all that remains is a talking skull before it closes.
Well, that's a disturbing image.
So, Okran, what are
Yep.
you doing for 12 hours?
Let's. You know what? Let's go with the stupidest plan that I've ever had. I can modify the terrain of my shell. Can I modify the terrain of myself?
What?
I'm going to see if I can modify my physical body utilizing the same methods I used to modify my shell.
Make a wisdom check.
Check? Alright.
Actually, no, constitution check.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
Let's see here. Con. So +6, yeah, +6. You said to check, not a save. 11. Don't think I managed.
Earth, water, fire, air, dark, or light.
See. Let's go with light.
Okay. So as you're starting to focus, you focus on that sun for a second. As you do, you watch your hands begin to glow with that same golden energy you've seen paladins cast in the past. And as you do, you're like, interesting, and you watch as you try to focus it into the palm of your hand as a ball appears, and you point it forward, and an incantation comes to your mind. Yeshua, Shiva, Biden, Blatna. But you watch as you put it to your pull your hand forward. The entire room alights. You can now cast the daylight spell once per day without expending any resources.
Yeah.
I will say this: the only thing that it does cost is 10 health points.
Alright, so should I take 10 damage from that, or?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I also need you to make a dexterity saving throw without your advantage.
Oh, fuck. 15.
15. Okay. Moros, what's your DC?
Oh no.
22.
Okay. I would now like you to make a wisdom saving throw, Ogrin.
No, please, no. Don't tell me this is what I think it is. I hope not. I'm not saying what it is because I'll find out. 24.
Oh, thank God.
24. Roll a d100.
Well, actually, he's not attuned to my book, so
I know.
my DC would actually be lower. than 22.
Unfortunately, Moros has not gone through the same shit as you and lost all his Archmage levels. He is much more powerful.
76.
A D100. 76? Okay. Okrin, what are you doing? I'll say that was about half the time you were watched. What are you doing for the rest of the 6 hours?
Trying to figure out what the hell had me make that save.
No, don't worry about that.
All right.
I'll say the first 6 hours you practice that, and then you watch as coming down into the room, Moros appears, and he checks in to make sure things are okay. So, how is my sister doing? I'm gonna call her my sister for now.
Oh, as far as I can tell,
You hear kicking and screaming from inside.
I have no idea. I don't know how this works at all. All I know is that I need to keep her from being disturbed. That's all I know.
I bet you wish you were hearing her scream from a different reason.
Damn.
I know the way you've looked at her.
Damn it.
Tell me, why aren't you trying to woo my sister? I know your latent feelings, dear. Are you into me instead? Because I don't swing that way. I could, but I
No,
don't.
not you instead. Don't worry too much about that.
No, I think you should tell me, and he's going to cast Suggestion. Make a wisdom save.
Fuck.
What'd you roll?
20.
20. Oh, great.
30.
You don't know why, but you start to open up about what you feel about Moria and why you have not tried to woo her yet. Go ahead.
Well, not incorrect, I will say. The reason I have not done anything is I don't exactly know how. My ability for wooing anyone is minimal at best. I wish I could do better, but it's not exactly something that comes up in typical conversation, how to increase that ability.
No.
So I have simply tried to do what I can to protect her, because frankly that's all I know how.
An interesting conundrum. You don't feel confident. However, I have done experiments in the past, and I could raise your confidence in yourself. But it would cost a heavy price.
I'd want to know what the price is first.
It could depend. What do you find is your most important attributes? Do you rely on your strength to fell mighty foes? Your dexterous nature to avoid heavy blows? Do you rely on your wisdom to teach you about this world? Your intelligence to learn from the books? Do you rely on your constitution, to your body, to allow you to take the hits that you do not dodge? What do you use the most? What is your most prominent? He's asking what is your highest attribute?
My highest attribute, I'd have to say my strength. However, giving that up is not an option at this point.
Yes, you're a protector. You would need your strength. What of your will?
It has come in handy a mite few too many times,
And your ability
to the point that I have attempted to increase that myself.
And your ability to ward off blows that would hit you.
Less than ideal, but it has kept me safe.
Here's an interesting
As for the
thought.
ones that hit me, I have not been down. I have not been knocked down even once.
There has to be a cost for what I am about to offer you. How much pride do you take in your heritage? I want your shell.
That will not be happening whatsoever. I'd rather decline the offer than have to sacrifice my shell.
Your will is strong. Well, best of luck wooing my sister and failing to woo that sword of yours, you decrepit turtle. And he walks out.
Damn.
As a character, I'm going to be honest, I was actually debating on if I should give up some wisdom for that.
Do not ever give up your shell. I swear to God.
I said wisdom, not the shell. There was no way in hell that shell is ever coming off.
That's about the halfway points. What else are you doing for the next 6 hours? Because it does take 12 hours.
Well, let's see. What if I try to just build my confidence myself?
That would take quite a bit of time. 6 hours isn't enough to do it, but you could start.
Might as well start because,
Positive affirmation.
maybe positive self-affirmation, reminding myself I am the tank. I can do this.
You're a handsome turtle.
Worst she can say is no.
Your shell was pristine.
Moria, make me a perception check with disadvantage during your ascension.
Alright.
They'll tell me she's going to hear all that.
Plus, I feel like this is pretty important, so I'll roll this
Yeah,
in
in
chat.
chat, please.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm. Disadvantage.
16.
16 with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Maria, during your
Yeah.
ascension, the first 3 hours, you feel your mind slip. You find yourself on a shore of a tropical beach. And you see a man with golden hair suntanning on a beach chair as he looks over to you with sunglasses on. Don't make me hunt you down. There are few in this world who've gained my ire. You are a force of good. Do not let those bloodlines, the Vaughn bloodline, and others like it, tempt you to use this gift for evil, Moria. As your mind shakes once more, and you find yourself in a cistern, blood pouring like waterfalls as if you were at the bottom of a sewer. And you stand in ankle-high blood. You hear from above, and you look up and see a beating heart, as you see a bit of blood pours from that as well. And you see, rising out of the blood, is this beautiful woman, similar in complexion to you, but much more noble and taller and finer of a figure. And she looks towards you in her Victorian era dress, She puts her long fingers on your chin and looks down to you. I wonder what you will become. Don't be scared. You're not of my bloodline, but I am a predecessor. Dear Moria, your bloodline has lost its gift. You've only just reattained it. Come, find me in Riverton. Let me teach you so much about who you are and who you could be.
You're gonna call me auntie, bitch.
Oh, I like you. And she flicks your nose. See you soon, bestie. As she disappears into the blood, and you awaken in the coffin, screaming a bit because you are in immense pain. And then you start to hear Okran talking. Moros, what are you doing? As you hear Moros say, Darkbind. And then you hear Okran screaming but can't move as Moros walks up and goes, let's have you have a nice conversation. Modify memory. As he continues to walk towards the coffin. Out of character, Okran. Your character doesn't know this, but that entire conversation with Moros was because of modified memory.
Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As he walks towards the coffin, he opens it and looks in, and you can't see him, but you can sense him. And he goes, oh dear Moria, look at you. I wonder, why did you turn from our beautiful self to yourself? You've given up on your selfish nature.
I do have true sight. Do I still see him?
You do sense him to an extent, and as you try to force that out, you can see him, yes, and he looks up at you. Oh, why do you glare at me so, sister? You would have done the same thing. Now, let's mess around a little.
I force him back into my mind.
As you make it a contested wisdom check here.
Wisdom? Oh,
Sorry,
boy.
yeah. Charisma. What is your charisma?
I have a +5.
+5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please succeed, dude. Please.
Oh, he has a... Do I have advantage?
No.
Yes! Oh my god!
He's gonna use a luck point.
No, motherfucker!
He has luck points.
Mm-hmm.
He's left away. Oh, this is
He's had 2
bullshit.
months. What the
Yes!
fuck? Okay, he's using the 10. Go ahead and roll.
Yo!
No! Wait.
Fuck.
No, this is
I'm sorry,
bullshit.
man.
As you attempt to force him into your mind, you hear in your mind, dear sister, I've had 2 months to figure out how to rid myself of that weakness. And what did you do? Hop through time. Have a little tryst. Who knows? I wonder.
Okay.
Your life at the tip of my fingers. And he touches part of your skull and wipes it down to your chin on your skull. And he pulls out a small jar with a liquid in it. And you can't really see the color of the liquid here because of just your state at the moment. And he takes it and dips a single finger in it and begins to start to write runes on your skull. Runic patterns. You can't see what they are. Actually, if you would like to, you can make you can make a perception check if you'd like to try and ascertain... An investigation check if you'd like to try and ascertain what kind of markings he's writing on you.
25.
It's something you didn't really study much. But it's similar to the command spell. And you recognize a commanding magic that he's ritually starting to write on you. And in your ascension, as this is only halfway through, what are you doing as he's about halfway done? It's taking him about an hour as he's doing this, and actually I'll say it's not even an hour, it's about 2 minutes in, and he's about finished at the moment. Oh, why do you scorn me so, sister?
You know what? I'm going to. This might be really fucking dumb, but could I cast sending in this form? Question mark. I'm gonna
Does that have
cast
somatic materials?
No, I don't believe so. I think it's just, let me double check though. Sending. Where the fuck are you sending? Oh, yep, verbal somatic. Oh, but I can subtle spell.
The only way you could have done it in this form, yes.
Yeah, all right, subtle spell. I can cast sending, and I'm gonna do it twice because it only costs one sorcery point, and I can do two leveled. I can do two action spells as long as they don't cost concentration.
Unfortunately, with Moros succeeding that
That's
save,
not a Moros thing. It's just an ability I
it was
have.
given to you because you had Moros in your mind that one time. It gave you the dual mind, and that gave you the property to use it. Moros doesn't need to be in your mind to use it, but because of his connection to you being severed for the moment, I would say you do not have it at the moment. I will allow you to do it once here.
Okay, shit.
Who are you casting sending to, and what are you saying?
Well, originally I was gonna do V to get them to snap the fuck out of it.
You can
but
see
I'm not
Okrin's
doing
over
that.
there, like, talking to himself and going, you need to be a bit more confident, V. Alright, Okrin,
Yeah.
Okrin. Alright, what are you going to say to her when she wakes up? And he's, like, talking to himself.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... God, this might be so dumb. I'm gonna cast sending to what I believe to be the Lord of Imminence.
Okay. And what do you say?
Yeah. If I'm to be a force of good, this evil past version of myself is committing atrocities on my body. Help me, and I will do anything.
Make a persuasion check. This is
Oh,
asking, in technicality, the DM to intervene.
Yeah, I know.
A deus ex machina, if you will.
Can I subtle spell guidance?
No, because you're using this already to subtle spell.
Oh yeah. Not subtle spell. Yeah, and I can't do the quicken spell. Because I chose change mutation.
Man, subtle spells dispel magic would have gone hard.
Yeah, 27.
27. You hear in your mind, apologies, but
God damn it.
to intervene that much would cause a stir. If there is
Help,
another,
please.
I will give you one out. You hear a snap of a finger, and you see appearing on the opposite corner of the room, Geshiel, as they look around confused. Completely naked, because they were in the shower. Completely drenched in water. Geshiel. Gesh?
Yeah,
You appear in a dark, gothic room.
Would I notice him appearing even with the
Nope.
modified memory since it
Modified
was just to
memory-
get rid of Moros?
Modified memory was to change the entire room. It was to make you see this, and you are still seeing the memory put into your mind.
okay, what the fuck happened?
Gashil, you appear in a dark, gothic room, and you look around, and you can see Moros. You can see Okrin sitting on the ground, talking to himself, trying to hype himself up, and you can see a coffin with a skull and skeletal figure with red mist and blood, and male Moros is currently making some strange markings on the creature with a liquid that you can't really ascertain, and you can see that skeletal figure on the inside of the coffin has Moria's coat on, and you can see Moros.
Help me.
Sister under my control.
How far away is he
What's
from me?
your passive perception, Mora?
Me?
Yeah.
23.
Oh. I do hate Deus Ex Machinas. He turns around.
Kill him!
I immediately rush towards him.
You begin to rush towards him. Hold monster. Make me a wisdom save.
Counterspell. Subtle spell.
What level?
6th. Fuck this guy.
Let me see what level hold monster is. I believe it's 6th, correct?
It's 5th.
It's 5th.
It is 5th.
Oh, fuck you,
Yeah.
sister. Gesh, roll me initiative.
Fuck yeah, come on.
Against Archmage Moros.
Can I have advantage?
Sh-
Like,
Sure.
just slap me as you run by.
Okran, you do hear. I will say, make me a perception check, Okran, because you do have high passive perception.
I really do.
Morris's initiative bonus is +3.
I'll say you get dick slapped by one of Gesh's dicks as she runs by, and that kind of like
Can they have advantage?
you're like, what is that?
If he did get hit, can he have advantage?
No, I will say.
Oh,
Then they got a
I'll give you advantage, yeah, because you did get dick slapped.
yes, thank you.
The 1d4
that
dick
one.
damage.
16.
16.
Unfortunately, not enough to break out of Moros's.
Yeah.
You're like, what was that? Why did I feel a hot dog on my face? Anyways, Gesh, what did you roll?
16
What is your initiative bonus, Moria?
plus 5.
Moria.
No, mine is +3.
What's your intelligence?
24, so +7.
Okay. So you rolled a 28 then.
What the fuck?
He adds his intelligence. So, as you go running and he gets counterspelled, I'll say, Moria, I'll say you can go directly after him. He
Okay.
looks back. Sister, how dare you hurt me so, banishment? Gesh, make
he's
me a
banished.
charisma save. You have a reaction, Moria.
7.
I do? Oh. Counterspell.
What level?
5th, because I don't have any 6th left.
Make a spellcasting check. Because he did cast it
Okay.
at 6th level.
+13. 23.
You beat it. As he casts it... Action Surge, Banishment.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, action search!
Mm-hmm.
Is this
He's like
can I
literally
roll-
saying this too. I'm not just saying it out of character, he's saying it in character. Like, Sister, Action Surge, Banishment.
Can I reroll because this is a different
Yes,
spell?
it's a different spell, so you can reroll again. And now that you know what he's doing, I will give you advantage. You are on guard against it.
18.
Failure.
Fuck.
God damn it.
As you like
Why do we
pull
have to
out
be
your
so good?
sword to strike, you just vanish.
No, I would pull up my hands.
You start to pull your hands out to strike him in the back of the head, and he's not even looking at you. He looks at his sister. Now that that's
I
done.
was- Like I was showing, how would I have my sword with me?
True. Well, I assumed you brought your weapons with you because that one time you didn't. Sister,
They would be next to me, but not on me.
come on. You knew this was going to happen. Let it happen. What's the worst that can happen? I tell you to fuck me or something. You know I wouldn't do that. It's just a simple
know this is
command
bullshit.
seal. He continues to write on your face. What are you doing?
Can I make a Arcana check to force this ascension to happen 6 hours earlier, taking immense damage but completing it?
I will give you an Arcana check. And you can add
Fuck
your
yeah.
Constitution bonus to this. The DC is 32.
I have a
Question.
+20 then.
Mm-hmm.
At that point where he casts a banishment,
Sorry,
how
35.
long?
Yes?
How long would the thing to complete from Male Morris?
What?
How close is Male Morris to succeeding his goal?
Very close.
From
Enough
time.
time to finish it before the banishment ends.
So less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I know that this doesn't make sense at all, but can I expend one use of Eye of the Creation to give myself advantage on this?
What does it do?
As a reaction to seeing a creature take damage or killed, well, beyond the dark vision up to 300 feet and true sight, I may choose one creature that I can see within range, activate Eyes of the Savior. If the creature takes damage, it becomes invulnerable to any source besides true damage for 1d4 turns. However, after using this ability, the eyes deactivate until a long rest. I think I have to do it twice because there's also the if a creature is killed, I may choose to deactivate the eyes and cast a 9th level heal spell.
Unfortunately, no, it would not make sense.
Okay. All right, then let me.
And plus,
see.
activating heal would deal 90 damage to you. Because it's a
Yeah,
radiant
no,
ability.
not heal. I meant making myself invulnerable to damage.
Unfortunately, you can't really see yourself at the moment.
Well,
Fair.
he got dick slapped.
Okran, I will say at this point you start to hear shouts. Make me another perception check.
Yeah,
And-
come on, Okrin.
Before you make your Arcana check, Moria.
All right.
I was so close.
Well, if that dick slap knocks him out of it, you
18?
have advantage.
Come on. Come on.
Not
Come on.
Okrin.
You need
Wake the fuck
a-
up.
No!
Stop pulling a gash. Stop pulling a gash right now. Stop doing
I
this.
swear that was Gesh's dick, but he's not here. Anyways, make your Arcana check. Moria.
Don't tell me the DC. I don't want to
Okay.
do whatever.
I already said it, but okay.
Uh,
Roll it in chat. Roll it in chat. This is important.
Okay. 20 plus 20. Can I have advantage?
I will say in this dire straits, sure.
Yes.
If you roll a natural 20, something fun's gonna happen.
27.
27.
No!
You suffer. Mark this down on your
Wait.
sheet. Go ahead.
Does anyone have a DM's inspiration they want to
I know one of you does.
No. Who?
I'm pretty sure one of you does.
No?
Gesh does.
No.
Gesh does. Oh wait, no, he used it. 'Cause
No,
he's an
they
idiot.
immediately use it for the dumbest bullshit.
I know.
I will
There was
say
the
I will
which
allow
was
you to
done with
I will allow you to re-roll once without advantage here.
Okay. It's the same fucking thing. Okay.
Wow.
You suffer 90 damage. And what's your passive perception is what?
23.
I will say you can now activate your Eyes of Creation.
And make myself invulnerable to damage
Yes.
for 1d4 turns. Okay. 1d4.
Hey, that might be enough for Gesh to return.
1 turn.
Oh, no.
It lasts until the end of my next turn.
What is with your eyes, sister? What did you do? Well, let's finish up painting here. He sticks his finger in again and starts to finish his drawing here. Okran, another perception.
Yes.
check.
Come on, Okrin, get the fuck up. You have advantage, remember this.
I'll give you a +5 here too.
So
that
that
makes
would
it a
be
31.
a 31.
Okran, something's not right. That was Gesh's dick. You know it. And you start to hear screams from the coffin. But it sounds like it's open. And you turn around and the entire illusion shatters in your mind as you see Male Moros painting on the face. And you see him stop. Put the jar down. Can I not
Charging over.
get a second banishment?
That would end
but that will end his
concentration on
Actually-
Gesher.
concentration on the first
Actually, yeah, you're right,
banishment.
you're right. He'll wait till you get up to him and touch you. Plane shift. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Wait, plane shift?
Mhm.
Oh no.
This might be the end of Okran, y'all.
Wait, wouldn't modify... No, wait.
Wait, no, he can't. Because I'd be raging as I charge, and I have an extra 5 feet of range. He can't reach me.
That is true. So as you get up to him, he notices that you're too far from him. Misty step. Behind you. Plane shift.
Come on. We need to succeed this.
I'm not trying to hit him first.
I will allow you to try and strike him. once.
Wait.
Come on, baby. He's not wearing my coat, so our AC is really fucking low.
23.
23.
Shield.
That would hit. Oh, that would still hit.
Unfortunately, he has his own.
No.
Actually, no, because he doesn't have those activated. He thought he was going to come down here. That hits. Not a critical though. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, come on, V.
It's a
Kill me.
con save against the damage. That is a 19 on the con save plus whatever he has. So we'll see how much damage you do.
Shit. Okay. Give me a sec. Double checking it. Oh wait, that's right. I have rage damage. I need to add that in
Man,
too.
Maria, you don't understand how long I've been planning this shit.
Man, you
Isn't that
motherfucker.
memory concentration?
Yeah, you don't understand. If you hadn't time skipped, he would have been planning this still. 32.
32.
That would mean the DC would be, yeah, he beats it with the roll. of the
16,
dice.
yeah.
So as you strike into him, and as you do, he goes, "Total man, I thought we were friends. Plane shift." He sticks his finger up your ass and casts plane shift. No, he casts plane shift on you. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw. I will give you advantage because you are.
Morris needs to make a
He already
needs to
did.
make a
He did. I just rolled it, and I told you it's
melee
19
spell
on the
attack.
dice.
No, a melee spell attack.
No, it's not.
It is.
Plane shift is not a melee spell attack, motherfucker.
It says choose a creature.
Do you really want him to make a? Do you really want him to do that instead of allowing him to make a? Because I have made
No.
it. I have made plane shift in my games a charisma saving throw instead. Because if a high level wizard gets to make a spell attack against you, they're gonna hit.
No, it is. He needs to make a melee spell attack and then the saving throw.
Oh
gets
shit!
on.
Yeah. It's both.
You're right. You're right. Okay. What's your AC?
31.
Okay. 32.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck. Barry,
Now make
man.
your charisma saving throw. And you don't get to use that
I
roll,
rolled an-
unfortunately.
I don't think the 19 would have succeeded
Nope,
anyways.
you
No,
nat 20.
wouldn't have.
You nat 20.
I know. Please. No.
As he touches you and you feel the magic taking over, don't worry. I won't send you far. As you disappear, you appear on the Starbreaker.
Damn it. I gotta find a way back.
He brushes off his shoulder and he walks back over to you, Moria. Moria, anything you want to do?
I'm gonna try and do it again. I'm still invulnerable to damage.
Okay, what are you doing? Oh yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check with your Constitution modifier.
Do I have advantage again?
No. He picks up the jar and begins to dip his fingers in and begins to rub it across you again as you do this again. One more turn and he finishes marking, by the way.
God damn it.
How
Okay.
many
So,
chances it
after
gives
his
me
next
damage?
turn, if you don't finish it before his second, next turn he won't finish it. The turn after that he will be completely finished with it. So you have 2 more chances.
How long has it been since Spanish?
Less than a minute.
How much exactly?
It's been about 2 turns, Gesh.
Ah.
So, Basilius, roll.
God fucking damn it.
I will give you, actually no, because you are invulnerable, I'll give you advantage, sure.
Okay.
If you're throwing away caution to the wind, you're gonna take heavy damage, but...
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Is that... Can I roll
Bro.
with the other bot?
Yes,
This is bullshit.
yes, roll once
Bro.
with the other bot. Once with the other bot,
That-
I'll say.
That's like he did that like 4 times in a row.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
exact
Gesh,
roll.
you don't understand. You don't understand. He rolled a 7 and a 2, and then a 7,
32.
and then a 7, and then a 6. 32.
Does a 32 succeed?
As I said, the DC would have been higher, Gesh. I
God
said
fucking
it again.
damn it.
So,
You did?
yes, I did. So as you are doing this, you feel that it is pushing further and further, but you're not sure if you're going to make it. You don't take any damage. Dear me, your skin is starting to grow back. I should finish this quickly. Where is your heart? There it is. He begins to write on your heart. He looks at you and goes, No, I think we should take care of your friend first. Undoes banishment, looks towards you, Gesh. Sit. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Fuck.
Can I try to?
Okay.
I
You're
know I'm
not
on the
there.
Unfortunately, no.
The
No, I'm
teleportation
saying I'm
circle
doing
on our
something on
wall.
the side.
What, Okran?
Gosh,
Yes,
What'd
Okran?
you say?
What?
I'm gonna see if I can find Surrectus and see if I can get him to maybe send me back.
That'll take you a long time. The ship is huge.
Yeah, I have
Anyways.
no other options.
Cool.
Um,
Gesh, as he says this to you, you feel the energy push over you, and you can see why Yoda has shit himself so many times. But you do let out a little bit of a shit yourself, but you manage to not sit down. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Quicken spell. And he's gonna walk up to you. Modify memory. Make me a wisdom save.
Fuck.
This is where Mage Slayer would come in handy, by the way.
I know. 5. Fuck.
I will give you advantage, so if you want to re-roll that, I will give you a +5 extra because you just beat the fuck out of his spell. So, go ahead.
10.
Again, roll
Well,
again. I said roll with advantage, motherfucker, so
Oh,
roll with
sorry.
advantage. And I will give you a DM's inspiration, just because.
is 23 enough?
No.
Okay, then DM's inspiration.
Roll with advantage.
wait, no, save that.
yeah, save that gash, please. Trust me.
Bro. Okay. I have no perception, by the way, so if I don't beat this, Mario might be fucked.
That's a good point, actually.
Fuck. No, I don't succeed.
So you've used your DM's inspiration. Gesh, you watch him touch your face. He tugs your dick a little bit. And then you watch as the scene turns. A traumatic scene of anger towards him. He invited you here as a guest, along with the others. And you're watching this ritual happen as he stands there as well. And he's not doing anything to her body at all. And you start to sit down, he goes, Gashil, I have a question for you now. Why aren't you going after my sister, or at least Yodis? After all, I know you have the hots for them both. This is the memory that he's putting into your mind, by the way.
Oh, God.
This man out here modifying to ask the real questions.
Tell me, I know you want to bone my sister. Why haven't you?
Honestly, I don't know. That hasn't come up, I guess, that question.
Let me give you a feign of confidence. And he touches your head. And Moros, who's casting this into your head, actually does cast a spell on you. Moros' latent command. Anyways, we'll get to that later. Make a wisdom saving throw for me if you don't mind.
4.
Good to know. So, he walks back up to you, Moria. Time to finish what I started. It's your turn.
Throw caution to the wind. I'm gonna try it again.
Go ahead.
I don't
Nick.
see any other. I don't see anything else I can do.
I will
to
give
be
you a
honest.
+5 extra to the roll as well, because you have at this point started to hurry up the process.
I hate quicken spells so much right now.
Do I also have advantage for throwing myself so
Yeah,
recklessly
yeah.
into this? Yeah.
No
alright,
longer
come on.
invulnerable. You're gonna take a heavy damage if you fail this.
I have a second use of that as a creation. I could make myself invulnerable, I think,
Yeah,
before the damage happens.
sure, I guess. No, it's actually after they take damage, so you would still take the damage, but you can make yourself invulnerable again. Anyways, so,
Okay.
what are you doing? Roll. Let's see.
39. Does that win?
As he's marking you. Sister. Why do you go against my will? As the coffin closes. As you finish your ascension, how much HP do you have?
At the moment,
Mm-hmm.
42.
You are at 1 HP. As the coffin opens and you fall to your knees, mark
I make
yourself
myself
as
invulnerable.
6 inches taller.
Okay, I'm 8'6".
As you do
And I'm
so, and
gonna-
you fall in front of him on your knees, He looks down to you, grabs your face. Modify memory.
3.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Counterspell?
What level?
5th level.
Make an arcana. Make a spellcasting check. Actually, no, fuck it. Counterspell.
Fuck yeah. Wait,
As
no, he counterspells?
Yeah, as he grabs your face and says this, and you counterspell, he immediately pushes more magic into you to counter that magic. You can see his eyes have gone wild now, and he expected this to work, and you can see now that he's failed, he is trying to take precautions to stop what's coming next.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
He's trying to
what's
stop
the
that.
save?
Wisdom.
I have
DC
a plus 9.
26. And you have advantage, because you are fighting him.
Okay. Okay. 20 plus 9 advantage. 8. Well, I failed.
Come!
Gosh, you should have saved that.
Modify memory. Modify memory. Come on. And he casts it into you. And he modifies your memory. To make it seem
But
like...
Gestures ends.
To make it seem like the 12... Well, the modify memory is permanent. To make it seem like... Guess, you watch this, he...
No, this isn't permanent. He has to cast it on me once every day for a year to make it permanent.
Let me tell you what modify memory does. It is concentration while you are casting it, Okrin. He has already casted it on Gesh, so that information comes to his mind. Gesh, as you're having this conversation, the memory still is in your mind, but you watch as he's now holding Moria and casting a spell on her. Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. We were being friends. We were eating together, and I was asking if you wanted to turn me into a vampire, and you said no because of some random things. Think of them yourself. And you can see that he's trying to force a memory onto her.
I'm gonna
At this point, Geshiel, modify memory in your mind shatters, and that entire scene that he put into your mind dissipates because of the effects of modify memory. You don't understand why he's doing this now.
I immediately run towards him.
God damn it! Banishment! Make me a charisma save with advantage.
Counterspell.
He needs to hit me
You
first.
are correct. Maria, I will say you cannot counterspell at this point.
I thought I heard him cast banishment, so I figured.
Banishment, yes.
Wait, how can he cast banishment when he's currently casting modify memory?
Actually, because I will say... Actually, no, you are right. He can't do that. No, you are correct. He looks towards you. God damn it. He's just gonna let you attack him. Alright,
Kill this
Oh.
motherfucker.
That's a very big miscalculation on his part.
Morris is
Because
cocky.
I am gonna divine adrenaline and action search and just blast that motherfucker away.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
And
do it.
would my player killer technically activate?
technically,
Out of
yes.
technicality.
Yeah.
The one time this item becomes useful.
I fucked up.
Oh, God. We just start rolling right now. Okay. Okay.
You forgot
a
the one
second?
you told me. There you go.
That's
And he doesn't have his spells up to up his AC.
You just start to beat the shit out of him, and he finishes the modify memory because I did roll, and it would have taken about, I believe, 5 rounds. How long does it take? I think it's 1 minute?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It is
at
1
this
minute
point,
to
it would
go.
have taken about 5 rounds, and he did roll high enough. Let's just make sure. Last 2 rounds, yeah. He did roll high enough. I don't think your fists are going to deal, like, 38 damage, right?
They have the
They can.
gauntlets.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
I have the gauntlets.
Okay, roll. The lowest he rolled
What?
on those would be...
A
What's
19.
your constitution modifier, Basilius?
Mine?
Oh, your saving throw, sorry.
Oh, my con save is a plus 10.
10, okay, yeah. The lowest he rolled was a 24, so you need to roll a 50 damage on one of your hits to break his constitution. Well, 50
I've got
damage.
crit.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
one
on
of
one
the
of the
hits-
one of the first 5 specifically. So just roll those 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, it was the 7th attack.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled them all individually except the crit.
Roll 5 of them first. I want to see if he gets his modify memory off.
Engage.
Ooh,
Yep.
close.
Modify memory goes off. So as he does this, he pushes you away for a second as he's just getting struck. Moria, he helped you out.
Yeah.
He started to talk to you. He started to share some food with you, and then suddenly, Gashiel started attacking the past versions of you for no reason.
Shit, that asshole.
Now go ahead and roll the rest of the damage.
Why couldn't it have been the crit? Why couldn't it have been one of the first 7? Then it would have definitely.
Unfortunately, too many rounds. Actually, hold up. A round is, I would say, roll one more source of damage here, because technically it would have been 6 rounds at that point.
That would be the crit.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
the
it
crit.
wouldn't. It
No,
would be
the
the
crit-
6th
the
attack,
crit
which
is
is a
the 7.
26. Yeah.
Could it please be the crit?
No. Roll one more thing. How do you have 4d12?
Because that's a proficiency
Yeah, you're right.
bonus.
You're right. Why did you roll 412 plus 8? What the hell,
I
man?
think they meant 40-12 plus 8.
He turned into a puddle of blood.
Unfortunately, it was 44 damage you needed to deal. So as you strike him one more time, it does go off, and you watch as he does fall unconscious. As you start to pummel him to the ground, are you trying to kill him?
That's a good question.
What are you doing, Gesh? Because you have multiple hits afterwards.
I know that would. I wouldn't.
Okay. You watch Gashiel come up and just smack him in the head and like keep him unconscious as she goes above the ground and just stares down at him. Moria, she attacked your past self for no reason.
I'm blind with the activation of the eyes.
True, actually. Yeah, you're right. You just hear
I can
hear Moros go ugh, and fall to the ground.
I sniffed the air. Gashiel. What's happening?
Your past self used some kind of memory modifying on
Moria, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I will do this in chat because this seems very important.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my wisdom? That's a +9.
I'm trying to figure out how Moros cannot die here.
Well,
he is pivotal.
12.
You watch as
That's
Moria is starting to listen to you, and her ears twitch, and she's no longer listening to you. They grow almost bat-like in nature. And you see her body starts to grow even further. Her limbs elongate and become very thin. You see her skin pulls tight. And what little bit of her eyes would exist, or her fangs grow. You see blood pours from her empty eyes at the moment. And you can see that she's sniffing the air. Her face turns more bat-like in nature, and she starts to hunch over. As she lets out a roar, Maria, you have entered a frenzy.
You described earlier that there were fountains of blood.
There are, but you smell a fresh meat bag in front of you.
I specifically did things to prepare for this, so as I see Moria go into frenzy, can I force my arm, my left arm, into her mouth for her to drink blood out of?
So you force it onto her fangs? Sure.
Yes.
Maria, go ahead and roll. This would be, I'd say, roll 8d12 plus
Jesus.
10.
And remember, Gashield's blood is the super tasty super blood.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't help in a frenzy.
85.
You suffer 85 damage, Gesh. As she begins to drain your blood. Make me an athletics check, Gesh, against Moria, Moria, your athletics is plus 20.
Oh my god.
Give me a second, I need to calculate damage.
Get low. You gotta beat a 31. You can do that.
I can.
You can do that. You can do that. You can absolutely do that.
Barely, but a net 20 would be needed.
No, why do you need a nat 20? Why couldn't I have gotten that one?
16.
So you do have a DM. No, you don't. So as you do this, you watch her like slowly drain some of the blood out of you, and then quickly, like immense speed you have never. This is the best speed. The speed you've never seen before. Okay, like the air cracks as she moves. As it cracks, she seems to wrap around you, her extended limbs, and she reaches up and bites down into your neck. I need you to make a con save. Gesh.
Is
No.
that for vampirism?
No.
Yeah, it's probably for. Oh.
Okay.
This is to see.
Goblin, I thought you were joking.
This is to see. if
This
you
is against
can-
another player.
Yeah, this is against another player. So if you have anything like that, this is to see if you can outlast her frenzy as she's drinking your blood. To see if you have any left in you, or if she completely
Question.
drains you.
Would my body of eternity help me with that?
You can spend Body of Eternity points. Yes, so I will say if you spend all of your Body of Eternity points here, you can gain advantage and a +5. If you spend half, you gain advantage.
That's oh shit,
The
130
DC
points.
is
Damn.
35.
That's very difficult.
Mm-hmm. She has these large fangs and is draining you directly very fast in this frenzy.
Yeah. And that's different. 130 points
She's
for
basically
that.
holding you like a Capri Sun and crushing it.
Yeah. Come on. 30. Fuck.
You didn't add the +5? Oh, you did. Okay.
I did. I
Yes.
hoped it would be +10 because I got so
You
much.
begin to lose consciousness. Moria,
Yeah.
one last wisdom save with advantage here. I'm not using the frenzy thing where you go into a frenzy. Like, I'm increasing your strength, but I'm not decreasing your wisdom scores here because you have drinking blood at this point, is what I'm saying. As you're starting to come out of it, we'll see if you drain him to the point where he dies or to the point where he falls unconscious.
Well, that's a fucking 19.
Unfortunately, in your frenzy, you drain Gesh to the point where the blood is being soaked up in those last drops. Gesh, you're about to die. But there is one option for you.
What is it?
Even though you are immune to it, you can drop your immunity and become a vampire for all instead of death. In your last moments, that is the only thing you can think of. With your limited intelligence. Which should be back down to 7, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot to make I made all
Oh
the
yeah,
other
I forgot to do that.
Dying. Does Dova have anything against vampires? Would that go against like the faith of Dova?
You're unsure.
Can I
Let's be real,
roll?
probably.
No, and these are the last fleeting moments. I will give you a religion check, but it's a high-ass DC, unfortunately.
I will roll the check.
You need a nat 20, I assume.
12.
No. You're unsure.
I will become
You
a
probably
You
vampire.
can play the
Like,
goblin if
okay.
this character dies.
Yeah, you could play the sex goblin.
This is the backup character for him currently. But if it's Moria, Gesh would accept.
Alright.
If it's like with Serena Vaughn, he would have not, but with Morris, because he knows, so he would accept if it saves his life.
So as you fall unconscious, Moria, you come back to consciousness. Your body returning to normal. And you feel Gesh's lifeless body in your hands. And you can tell because there's 2 dicks swinging around.
Yeah. Oh.
But you also feel a from them, a connection.
We'll find a way to cure you. Maybe. I sniff the air.
At this point, I'm gonna roll real quick. Oh, fucking hell. Sister, you need to keep your party members in line.
They were telling me the most interesting thing, but
Do you really
I'll keep that
think?
for myself.
Do you really think I would do such a thing? Whatever they told you.
I don't know. But I have a meeting with the king soon.
Yes. Just so you're aware, the process only took you 6 hours.
I'm aware. I
Good.
also have a meeting with the captain at the Starbreaker. We're gonna go over logistics.
Yes, you should return to the Starbreaker. I will fuck our mates until you return again in the next time. I'm gonna have a headache.
Guess, dear. I slap your cheek. Try to wake you.
Gesh is still unconscious.
Alright. I will...
They are not
Same.
allowed back. Neither is Okrin. Okrin was kind of being rude too. He
Mm.
was
I should have
staring.
killed him.
He was staring into your coffin, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He was edging himself as he was staring in your coffin.
I will...
Hey, you
Is
know
there
Oprah
like
don't
a
do that.
skeleton? Is there like skeleton motifs around here? Would I know that before when I walked in?
I will say, at this point, there would be, but you also do know that you feel a chill on your character's nipples. You are completely naked when you arrive from the Ascension.
What, is my coat not there?
Your coat is, but when you burst out, it was not attuned. Well, it was not on you. You had to attune to it again. When you do that, you technically kill yourself and then remake yourself. So you would have unattuned to the item, you would have de-equipped all those items and whatnot, and any non-magical items are destroyed with it. So non-magical clothing is destroyed as well. So
Alright.
as you're naked, he goes, grabs your coat and puts it on you. Sorry about that. I will have clothes prepared next time.
You see that done. And I will try and sense where my arcane the teleport circle was and follow that.
Well, I can need you to if you're going to take the teleportation circle. Anyways, and he starts to like guide you around, and as you're carrying Gesh with you, listen, Moria. I don't want Gesh coming back here again.
Mm-hmm.
They are a problem. They have been in our way multiple times, and they have disagreed with us. And now they've assaulted me. If they come back here, I will have the Death Knights ready.
Is it because she has 2 dicks? We can fix that.
I'll look on making a gender fluid potion.
Do as you will.
But she just assaulted me, sister. And though I like the enthusiasm, I don't like the headache. I'll look into the heart crystals. Now get going. And he slaps your ass as he sends you through the portal.
What the fuck?
He does that like he pushes you as he slaps your ass. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know when like your teammates in baseball like slap your ass.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, was that just a me thing?
No. Okay.
Anyways, as you reappear in the Starbreaker, the door opens and you hear, "All right, find a way to." Oh, Okrin. What do you mean? She's back here already. Okrin, do not come in. She's completely, well, aside from her coat, she's naked.
Oh, Quinn, why in blazes are you back on the ship?
So
I
is-
told
so
you
is
to guard my
Yoke.
body.
Guard, you! And you can't see any of this, by the way, but Okrin, as you come running back in, a few of the guards bring in, like, some clothing and drape them around the two of them. The king was found and was about to help you activate the teleportation circle, but unfortunately they reappeared before.
Okrin, what the fuck? I told you to guard my body.
I did. I'm going to put this as simply as I can. I do not know what happened. Something came over me and caused me to... It was as if my entire memory of what was going on was just completely changed. my perception of everything was altered. I didn't even notice somehow.
Was there an enemy mage in the house? How did they get past you? The only spell I can think of is Modified Memory. But Morris would never do
Yes,
that.
but
He was helping me.
you.
As you say that,
Well,
roll a history check, Moria.
Alright. So
Gloria remembers.
yes, well, when I returned, the only one there was.
Would you like me to roll this in chat?
Yes. What's the other bot?
I'll let you roll.
17.
Other bot, please.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, you were horrible with this spot, but
I
now
know.
you're rolling it.
No, that's worse.
You don't remember
It's
seeing any other
15
mages, but there are people that hate you or seek you out sometimes. So maybe. Anyways.
Yes, well, when I came to, the only one who was the only mage I could see appeared to be your past self, but why would your past self be doing it? So, most likely a doppelganger of some kind.
Maria, that would
Or was
explain
the
why.
past self and they're actually more evil than we thought.
That would explain why Gesh just randomly attacked your past self. Maybe he dealt with the doppelganger, and then Gesh just thought he was attacking you.
It must explain it. I can get Gishil's side of the story.
Yeah,
I can get Gishil's side of the story later. Right now, I need to reattune to my items, and then I grabbed everything with my books. Hint, hint.
Okay.
Oh, and
I'm just saying, for the
Moria.
sake of everything, I grabbed all my magic items.
That's fine.
And what was that, Okran?
Let's not have such a tense situation again if we can avoid it. First, you almost dive, and I see someone writing stuff on your skull. That was a weird moment. I'm not entirely sure what all that was.
Okran.
My force. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me. Well, Okran, you hear in your mind. Okran, it would be the perfect time now. She's blinded and needs some help to see around. She's nude. I'll leave it to you, buddy. One last gift.
Oh, that was the command.
No. Okran, you get the feeling
Yeah.
he's giving you advantage here if you wish to try and do, like, he's telling you now would be the your chance to try and seduce Moria, but you're unsure. Is Okran confident enough to do it? That's what it is.
Yes. Well, with all the worries, perhaps it would be best if I stayed with you a tad bit longer. I do not wish harm to come to you.
Mm.
Your
That's
past
fine.
self will perfectly figure it out.
Gesh will be staying in the room with me. I need to reattune to my items and take a quick rest so I get my sight back. King Serectus, I hope this doesn't impede our schedule, but I'm pretty sure it should still be on time.
Okran, you could see King Serectus it's like staring at Moria for a second, a little bit of red across his face, and he snaps out of it. And yes,
Just
No,
gonna,
it's-
move my body to block his view a little here.
it will not disrupt our schedule, unless you want it to. But
No, it's
we will
okay, this
still
is
discuss tonight what I wish to discuss with you.
Yes, that seems perfectly reasonable. My dogs are with me, of course. Cinder, Vulcan. They should have been with us.
After Serectus leaves, because I'm guessing he does.
After Serectus and the rest leave, yes.
Okran's going to decide, look, Moria, I have no simple way to say this. Out of all the party members and the many other people we have met, I wish to continue traveling with you the most.
Oh, that's sweet.
And to put it simply, I don't just mean adventures. It's frankly, I'm beginning to realize that if I don't say it now, I might lose my chance to. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I like you, Moria. It still feels
Dude.
weird to say that out loud.
Now, here's the big question, because I have not thought about this.
You could think about it until next session or something if you want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, Okrin, I am blind right now, and while that is very touching to hear, I am not in a position to give you an answer.
That is fair enough. I will wait for your answer as long as I must.
Yeah.
At this point, Geshiel and her dicks begin to stir.
Geshiel. Geshiel, wake the fuck up. I can feel you stirring in my arms.
You can feel her dicks rising against your chest.
God damn it.
Let's just set her over in the other bed.
Gish.
Sorry, I thought it was you. She is like when you say that to her, like, shit.
Did you deal with the doppelganger or whatever?
That wasn't a doppelganger. It's complicated. Your other you tried to do some weird ass runes on your twice. I don't know what he was trying to do. I just knew it was bad because Okun was in the corner just.
Writing
Edging.
runes
I don't
on
know.
Edging.
I don't know. He was just out of it. He was like, having a weird conversation, like something's wrong with his perception or memories.
Modify memory, we've determined that already. You said he was this doppelganger, or I guess you assumed to be my past self was writing runes on me. Better make sure that doesn't stick around. I cast detect magic.
You feel the faintest traces of magic, an incomplete ritual, etched into your skeleton. Still there.
Yeah, and he was then trying to modify my memory.
Gesh.
Hmm?
You hear a command
Yes?
in your mind. Kill. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck!
Dude, it is
Did I
such a good
heal
thing
from that sucking of the blood?
Yeah, you healed
5.
85, I'll say, HP. 5.
By the way, I should mention I wasn't kidding. I am moving Gesh to the other bed.
Alright, so as you begin to move Gesh to the other bed, you watch Gesh's eyes go red. And I will say she manages to push out of your arms because this is a surprise. And begins to rush up with her gauntlets in her hand to punch at Moria. Gesh,
I'm going to move
using
my body
divine
in.
adrenaline and everything you can, make your attack rolls at Moria.
I
Can I
didn't got the
try
long
to
rest.
block it, please?
Uh,
Since I was right there.
This is very quickly. I will say he has disadvantage because of Okrin starting to move to try and intercept. Additionally, you have a -5 to your attacks too, Gesh. Because Moria is
shield.
your bloodline's leader.
Wait,
Yeah.
Mario, what is your AC?
29.
Shit, I only can hit him with a net 20.
Go ahead and roll.
This is a good thing.
Your -5s and disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I will say make your full round of attacks, please.
Yeah. At least I don't have action search anymore.
Thank
You
God.
don't?
Don't
I
you
used
dare.
it.
Don't you
Oh.
dare.
None of them hit.
God.
So,
Yeah.
and just continuously punching it like Metal Gear Revengeance when Raiden is fighting against the president or the councilman, just standing here kind of shit, you know, just punching against your shield. You watch as the hands are being crushed by the multiple critical failures. Gesh, you look down to your hands, and your hands are just completely broken. Your fingers are backwards and turned to the right. Your hand, you can see your bones sticking out. And you fall unconscious again.
magic from that doppelganger. Dispel magic.
On your bones?
Well, no, on Gesh, I assume. Well, I felt my shield break from numerous impacts. I assume it's Gesh because I heard Okrin struggling about something. So I'm going to assume that the doppelganger did something to Gesh. I will dispel magic
Sure.
because the only thing I can think of is enchantment or charm.
Sure, you dispel magic on Gesh, there's no effect that it reduces.
Yeah, I'm going to make absolute certain that my full body is between Gesh and Moria.
You pin Gesh to the ground. Anyways.
With a single foot. I am not doing kinky shit right now.
Okay, sure.
That doppelganger also has presumably got to you, Okrin. Don't mind me. Dispel magic.
What level?
Please cast it specifically at my head. Please cast it specifically at my head. Please, please.
Yeah, sure.
Never
If I believe
specified
it's
it. So what level?
I will use can I do 5th level, I think? No, wait, hold on. Would we be considered having a short rest?
No.
Okay, then I'll expend charges and recover I think, hold on, how many charges do I have?
I'm trying to get this done, guys.
I'm sorry.
How about we just say you don't fucking cast it, alright? Because I just protected your ass.
He already said he did.
God damn.
Cool. We'll recover enough for 6th and do Dispel Magic at 6th level.
I hate you.
I will say this is an Arcana check. The DC for this is 30.
Arcana?
Actually,
Okay.
I'll say because of its 32 specifically. And roll this in chat, please, because this is a very important roll.
Guidance.
Please, man. This might actually be against one of my good things.
It is.
What do
you know what it's against, Okrin.
Yes,
what?
I do.
Don't? What's going on?
Roll.
28. Fails
You
anyways.
are lucky because the only magical, real magical effect you could dispel on him would be the world back.
Oh. That's I thought that was a biological thing.
That is a magical and biological effect. And if you had succeeded in rolling a 32, which you almost fucking did, you would have destroyed the world on his back and killed the tree, just so you're aware.
How much EXP
And
would
in
that
technicality, that would have killed Okrin immediately.
God damn. Okay. Well, how much XP would that have netted me?
10 billion.
Yeah, I would have killed the world, several gods, an entire civilization.
Bro, he would
Millions of people.
he would become an equal to Serena Vaughn with that.
Anyways, but yeah, as you...
I'm guessing I feel it kind of
Okay.
shake my
You
world a
feel...
little.
Choose 2 of the gods on your back.
Oh, no.
No. Not my babies.
And choose one of the races I mentioned.
No. No.
This is your fault.
I didn't know this counted as a magical effect. I thought it was your biology.
A magical effect. Everything's made out of elements.
I thought that...
I'm going to say, because I know I can create life, I might be able to recreate them at some point. But
You should do
let's
the light
see,
and
I
darkness
guess I'm
gods.
going to go with the rock dwarves, because we have our magma dwarves. They'll eventually cool down into rock dwarves once more.
Okay, and it has to be deities you created. No, I'm fucking with you. Which deities?
Let's see. I've only ever named 4 of them thus far.
So
I
I
know
will say
there's
just
more.
choose out of those 4, please.
Yeah, I figure.
Remember, if you get rid of the fire one, go buy some.
I know. Rilba's
Don't-
staying. I'm sorry, I like Rilba too much anyways. Let's...
So, just for all intents and purposes, let me go ahead and give you the description here. So, from the back of the world turtle Okran, a holy war has plunged the lands of his shell in chaos and blood under the name of the Big-Bootied One.
Yeah.
And her warlock and sayer of her divine message, in the midst of battle, calls upon her aid. As we look up to the sky and through the clouds,
Goddamn.
we see the Big-Bootied One point, and a ray of energy, dispelling magic, strikes through the clouds, parting them, and destroying an entire continental mountain on Okran's back, as well as two of the gods trying to keep peace, which are the gods of...
The Earth, we'll say, is one of them. As much as I loved how I made him,
Mm-hmm.
I will have to do so again. And then finally,
Who the fuck is playing Clash of Clans?
I mean, I guess the air one.
Okay. So as these two are sundered and broken, vestiges and pieces of their shards of their very beings are split across the shell. Some recollected and created into legendary and artifact pieces. Some lost forever to time. And the warlock who called upon his goddess's power gains the favor of those who were in disbelief to his word, and a bloody war surges even further along your back.
Fuck.
I'm gonna have my work cut out tonight, it seems. Because you remember I mentioned every night I go onto my back
Yeah.
and I try to quell some of the wars, trying to keep everything mostly calm so that my world isn't wiped to a desolate wasteland with nothing left.
It could have been. Anyways, so
So obviously, since I feel this, do not target me with that spell.
Mm.
You almost killed me.
Oh, Ukran, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get rid of a charm effect, I assumed. My apologies.
If you are going to do it, specifically do not target my back.
so
As much as I like you, I'd rather not die by your hand. Thighs maybe, but hand not.
What the fuck?
So, as the party recollects their thoughts on the previous journey to Draconia, and Moria gets ready for her dinner date with Therectus, it would seem. Or intel gathering dinner with Therectus. We pull out as the Starbreaker makes its way to Agaburst. Further and further. And that's where we're going to end the session. Thanks for everybody watching, and we'll